Good afternoon. Sorry, had a few technical issues. For some reason, YouTube's being really strange. And I mean really strange. It wouldn't let me create a new live stream. So I had to go live before listing it properly, which is really weird. I'm not really sure why it's doing that. It was fine the other day. I have absolutely no idea why it's being as weird as it is. Just bear with me a few seconds, because I'm not even sure I've got it to work, quite honestly. Not even sure if this is listed. It says public, but I don't know. YouTube has decided to just throw me a huge curveball today. Nothing ever works out the way I necessarily want it to work out, which is really quite annoying. But you know what's new, I should expect this. But welcome on in, everyone, if you're just tuning in. Yeah, I'm very confused. Very confused. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, this is very weird. I'm good. Yeah, I don't know if it's actually doing what I'm hoping it's doing. Things probably look good your end, but I don't know. Oh dear. Give me a second. Just give me a couple of seconds. Sorry about this. Not very professional. I get that, but yeah. So a couple of things today, in theory, if I can get this to work how I want it to, is I want to go over the past 10, nearly 11 years of me playing this game, and also play on an Oceanic, and do some roulettes and stuff. And if people want to join for those, they're more than welcome to. But the 7 people watching, so you assume it's working. I think it's probably working now. It's very strange, because normally what you do to go live on YouTube is you don't actually use the software to go live initially. You go on YouTube itself, and instead of there being an upload YouTube video button, there's an go live button. You press that and it lets you create an event essentially for you to stream to. So that gives you time to set up your rights management, monetization mode, the thumbnail, title, tags, everything, and the game category. Which is why you do it that way. Otherwise, you have to do it the awkward way. But it wouldn't work today. It just said no data. I was like, what does no data mean? So I had to just push the live button, which forced it to stream without having a preset thing, and then change it from the previous thumbnail, title, tags, and thing whilst being live. Very weird. Very weird. Very strange. But yeah, if you want to join us today when we do stuff in the game, which will be sort of like the midway point, because there's a few things I want to do today, then we're on Oceanic Data Center, or we will be. Hello everyone. When we travel there, and we're going to do some roulettes and stuff there, because that's part of our testing. Last week we did some savage raids and some extremes, mount runs and stuff, which were progressively more difficult than I expected them to be. Hello, hey Sork, thank you so much for the 5 months. I appreciate you at tier 2. I'm very appreciative of that. Hey Ellie, hey Voxy, hey Jamie, how you all doing? And anyone else who's watching, I hope you're all having a good day today, this Friday. A few technical issues, unfortunately, but What can I do? What can I do? I'm gonna go to Sephiroth. Sephiroth is second home. And then I want to talk about the last 10 years of Final Fantasy and maybe highlight some things that some people probably don't remember, and kind of also cringe at some of my old videos. So it's kind of a reaction stream to my own stuff, which isn't really reaction. It's just to try and remember what we came from to what we are now. And I thought that'd be quite fun. And then obviously do some Roulettes and stuff. But it's going to be just a chill out stream. I hope everyone's having a great day. You're on Sephi today too? Nice. Nice. Yeah, Sephiroth is the place to be. People saying that, was it Sophia server's better? Psh, don't know about that. I asked people what their favorite Oceanic server was, and unanimously I got Sephiroth as the response. So you've grown a lot as a creator. Thank you, Gold Dust Woman. I think that content creation has grown beyond what I'm capable of doing these days. I still try to do stuff though, and I'm happy that I can still do what I do. Fun fact as well, wait, why was my character so pixelated then? That was weird. Fun fact, as I was going to say, is we're probably going to switch to some facecam stuff soon. I entered a competition for the Elgato. There's like a new cam that's actually reasonably priced, because we were looking at getting like a facecam. And honestly, I can't afford a mirrorless camera because those things are like $3 grand. But this is like 150 quid, I think. So as much as we've entered that competition, I'll probably end up picking one of those up because the Mark II version of that's out. I've got a key light set up and I've also got a green screen. So I'm gonna try at some point to do some annoying Meoni in real life face in the side. And then when people get sick and tired of it, we'll go back to the VTube avatar. I know some people hate VTube avatars, which is totally legit, fine. I understand. But yeah, so we're going to AFK for a little bit on Sephiroth before we actually end up doing some stuff. Fran looks like some kind of evil chocobo, which is definitely a glam. Just my character like side eye like eee. Not a fan of that one personally. There you go. That's better. That's a better glam. Oh dear. Smile. Glad to see Oceanic get some love. We plan to do as much as we physically can on Oceanic Data Center whilst it's available. So most of the things that we're doing, so like if we do community nights, like we did a raid night every Wednesday so far, things like that, we're going to try and do that. Even just relaxing, just nonsense streams like today. This is kind of just a whatever stream. If people want me to go look at a shiny thing, I'll do that. Just chill out streams. So bit of everything really. But it means that we can play with all regions if they come over here, which is really cool. We met some of the people that we've been fans of that have been in our stream team for the last couple of years now, for the first time on their main characters. Like our main characters met for the first time the other night, which was it's definitely an experience, and it's one that I hope that they go ahead with when it comes to the cross data center stuff in the future. I would really like to see US and EU have permanent connection, even if there are some caveats to that, and maybe some other cultures and data centers might not mesh as well, like the Japanese one perhaps. But in an ideal world, I would be happiest, even if it is laggy, which it is. Not going to say it's not, because it has been. I'd be happiest to have the option of just doing it anyway. So, but yeah, Oceanic latency is pretty high. It's pretty high. It's like 2000 ms, something like that. On and off, it fluctuates. But it's doable for everything other than really like hard pushback mechanics and PvP ranked. I would never dream of doing ranked. But yeah, I thought we'd sit down and have a bit of a cringe session first, because some of my first ever videos on YouTube were not on my own channel. And I wanted to share that experience with you, because a lot of you probably have never seen some of my early videos. I sounded like a very squeaky kid, and it was also the most uninformed approach to video content creation you have ever seen. And what else is there? What other points, disclaimers should I put there? Young Meoni didn't really know what it was doing, okay? Neither did I know much about the game, because my experience of 1.0 was create a fisher. I created a couple of characters on a couple of accounts because I forgot account names and passwords. But my first character in 1.0, you could create a character at the start and it didn't have to be a combat role. So I started the game as a fisherman, a Lalafell male fisherman. And my first experience of 1.0 was trying to beat the intro where mobs attack a boat. So the first thing that you had was there was a boat ride to Limsa Lominsa, okay? Don't know where it was from. No idea. And on that boat, halfway through, you would go to sleep and you'd wake up and the boat was full of mist and it was attacked by jellyfish. Okay, all these big jellyfish. And it was supposed to be like a precursor for Leviathan, right? But the thing is, because I wasn't a combat role, every single character in the game, regardless of what you started with, had a combat ability. Now, Fisher had the ability to throw stones. So it took me an hour and a half to do the intro of 1.0 as a fisherman by throwing stones that did, I think, 2 damage per hit. And the NPCs had to tank them that long. Now, I don't have video footage of that, but that was my first ever impression of this game. And let me be clear, that was one of the reasons it never really caught on in my mind. That, and when I did play a combat role, the map destroyed my mind. I could not stand navigating this game in its original form. So I never got the legacy tattoo on my character, because this was a brand new account for A Realm Reborn, right? And the beta leading into it. And yeah, I wasn't going to pay for something monthly that I didn't, want to support at the time. So things changed. Now, when A Realm Reborn was entering its beta phase, there was basically no content creators apart from maybe 3 or 4 very small content creators covering 1.0, and hardly any of them transitioned over. And in the beta period for that, we were not allowed to film the game. So we had access to Fraps and Bandicam and stuff like that. We were not allowed to film the game. Not in the beta phase and not on the launch phase. It was I think it was 1 or 2 weeks after the launch of the actual A Realm Reborn game, where Square Enix issued a thing saying that they were no longer going to start taking videos down of the game. And they made this sudden realization that actually maybe promotion of our game is good. So it was a really weird time. And one of my first videos was the benchmark, which we were allowed to film. And then there was the beta weekend. So the way that I was making videos, the first videos I did on YouTube for this game, in A Realm Reborn, were screenshots. I thought, well, if I just take a load of screenshots, then it's technically not moving footage, and you can share screenshots. So that's how we would do videos. And it was people, I think the first person that said that it was BS was Mr. Happy at the time, because he was one of the, the OGs, like myself and a couple of others. And I believe that without people like him, we would have never have had the ability to film this game without videos being taken down, because videos were being taken down. They were like copyright, not strikes, but, they were takedown notices, and you could get, bad rep for doing it. So it was an interesting time. So I want to share with you, oh God, I hate myself for doing this, but also I thought it was very interesting. So I was a part, this was 10 years ago, as you can see. I was part of a little community group called Ace Games TV. There's the channel name, right? 10 years ago. And essentially, it was me trying to learn how to do YouTube. And what that group did was try to make the most of people that they thought could potentially be something bigger. And it was quite a nice thing. And it was led by a guy called Sylar, who was a World of Warcraft, and still is a World of Warcraft content creator and live streamer. He used to be big on Twitch or Justin TV at the time. And also, people that would be able to help you was Hybrid Panda, who was also... because we all played World of Warcraft at the time. Now, Panda went on to the Yogscast, and then eventually left the Yogscast to go solo after a while. But these were the sorts of people that were like giving us criticism. So you couldn't ask for a better group of people. Now, it wasn't about making money or anything like that. It was trying to figure out how this all worked. So a lot of these were basically done through either Windows Movie Maker, I think, or... did I have a MacBook at that time? I can't remember. Or what's it called? iMovie. Do you remember iMovie? They probably still have that. I haven't touched a Mac in freaking years. So, yeah, some of the first videos were interesting. I don't know if I can listen to myself. I also didn't know what identity I was going for. Oh, dear. I don't know if I can listen to this.
Meoni here of
Oh, God. Listen, right, this is the cringiest voice you've ever heard, right? You ready for this?
Gentlemen, Meoni here of Ace.
Oh, I don't know if I can watch this. This is actually painful.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Meoni here of Ace Games TV. Today I've got an announcement video here. This is going to be a slideshow video. They will...
Why did every sentence have a question mark at the end? Another video? Welcome back to another video with me, Meoni.
Not be any video footage within this. This is about the Final Fantasy XIV.
Look at these old concept images, though. From one of this was like one of the first live letters. Oh my god, people look so young in this. I could make it bigger, but it might. Hold on. Cinema mode. Is that better?
A Reborn game. Today I've got the announcement dates of when this game will be going into open beta, and indeed...
Oh, God, I can't listen to this. I'm cringing harder than you are. Where this game goes into open beta. It's like, what was that voice? Also, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another video. Can you tell that my inspirations for wanting to start YouTube were Total Biscuit and Hybrid Panda and people like that, and Yogscast? Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another video. See, I can probably pull that off now. Aussie Meoni. Fun fact, my brother is Australian. I am not. But,
when we're going to be seeing the early access and
Early?
launch for this game.
Early access, sorry.
This was all broadcast, maybe an hour or two before from this video going live on the Final Fantasy XIV
What was this
YouTube channel,
broom?
youtube.com/Final Fantasy XIV in Roman numerals.
In Roman numerals?
And it was a developer conference. And in the 3-hour plus session, I got some screenshots, as you can see throughout this video, of all of the new sort of items and concept art
What is that?
they're working on with the Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn game.
Oh, dude, the Marlboro bookcase. Oh, I remember. That was all the hype. I sound more nasally.
Hello.
It's Beck Klug.
Hello, adventurer.
Indeed, I chose to make this video to announce both the release dates of the game and indeed show off some of this stuff, because I'm not sure if this is going to be on video on demand sort of stuff on their channel or not.
That's true.
But talk about a few...
They didn't actually have live letter VODs in the start. They unlisted all of the stuff, so you could only access it if you had the original link. I remember that. You couldn't access the old live letter. I don't know if they probably have now, but if you can't find them, that's why.
Few things here. So, what's the pictures of various things?
That Araman clock,
housing items, player housing stuff, companion items, and other concept art is going across the screen right now, which is all damn awesome. I was amazed
Damn
to see
awesome.
this stuff, which until now was classified information and is no longer classified. So this is the first look at those items.
No crap,
I can
Meoni,
announce
no crap.
fully that the open beta, i.e. beta test stage 4, which is the open beta, starts on August the 17th to the 19th, and that's when the open beta will close. The game will then be offline for a while until August the 24th, where we'll have the first section of early access for those who have pre-ordered the game. If you have pre-ordered the game, you can access the game.
And then a repeat of the same concept
from the
art.
24th of August to the 26th.
Right.
I believe that Final Fantasy XIV does have that audience. So
What
before I
audience?
end this video, there's a few
Hold on a minute.
on European servers, but there's not enough in trying to revive the Terra stuff, the Exiled Realm of Arborea content on European servers, but there's not enough interest for those videos. And
I used to do Terra. I jumped from WoW and I was desperately trying to find an MMO to play for, I don't know, 3-4 years. And I played in that time period maybe 11 or 12 different MMOs, most of them Korean. And every single one of them started with a promise of it'll come to EU and it'll be it won't be pay to win. And then like a month after it comes out, you have like items that basically require you to spend money on them because it's the most convenient way of doing it. So they went the convenience way and then made it so you could upgrade weapons that way. Yeah, I remember that.
I believe that Final Fantasy XIV does have that audience. So before I end this video, there's a few more pieces of information I can show you here. As you can see on screen, there's the veteran reward scheme. This is for people who
they should bring it back.
Subscribe for longer amounts of time, and your rewards increase dependent on how long you are subscribed.
Why did they get rid of the veteran system?
So, say for instance, you decide to
it sucks that it's gone.
Card onto the account.
You know, they didn't progress with it.
You will get a special exclusive cursor in game, and indeed a set of gear. So the one up from that is 60 days, where you'll get a Cascadia uniform voucher, which will be a voucher to get essentially a swimsuit for your character. And indeed, on top of that, you will get...
You got to hand it to Square Enix. How to get people interested in your game. The first outfit that you get for subscribing for 60 days in advance. Just give them skimpy outfits. Have they done anything this skimpy since? Not really. Oh, and this Chocobo chick, of course.
The black Chocobo chick. Companion pet, which is damn cute. And then you have a reward for subscribing for 90 days, which is this companion pet. BDI, which is really awesome. There's some in-game footage of this pet here, which is so cool.
It's not really, really cool. It's a blurry image.
Also for 90 days, not only do you get that pet, you also get a Voidal Resonator mount.
That is cool.
Which is absolutely fantastic. It's one of the giant eye creature things, but you ride on its head.
Yeah, I'm glad that I've learned how to take screenshots of live streams and stuff better, and screen caps. What is this banding?
Which is damn awesome and very, very cute. And of course, there is a way of getting all of these in one go. The bonuses you will receive will depend on how long you subscribe. If people purchase that...
I was a lot more monotone than I am now, even though I'm, like, very monotone. What was in the final thoughts section?
You can be sure to see Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn complete coverage. We're talking the 5.3 beta
Is this one of my pictures?
World of Warcraft coverage, but just for this game. This will be my pride and joy. This is what I'm going to put my work into. Obviously, there's going to be guides for dungeons.
Yes, there was.
All of the dungeons in the game. I'm going to try and get some footage of actual raids in this game, since I'll have an opportunity to do so, since I don't play Warcraft anymore. I have all the time for that now. I can fully focus on this project. And also there's a lot of other stuff, you know, cosmetic items, maybe, discussions, reviews, guides, that sort of thing.
There's the beta
obviously,
character.
As soon as the open beta starts, you will be seeing a
no,
lot.
These are pictures I shouldn't have included in the video. These were from a closed beta. Whoops. And then we had the character creation one. What was the voice for this?
Have to be
Shh. Adverts, please. I can't use ad blocker on a live stream because they'll tell me off. But you could see how... Yeah, that was the beta character. I just created Amy Kote. Oh, that old intro.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen of Ace Games TV.
Oh, God, that's worse. You see, I was trying to figure out what identity I had. And we always had to say, like, what the channel name was that we were a part of. Yeah, Ace Games. That was the group I was a part of. As I explained earlier. This is not the original Mean. What did you do with... Yeah, Meoni died. Or at least that version.
My name is Meoni. Now, if you remember, I'm a bit of an RPG fan, and indeed I love the Final Fantasy series. Unfortunately, Final Fantasy XIV, when it launched the first time, wasn't exactly my cup of tea personally. However, they've made a load of changes. It is a brand new game, and it is Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. Now, the actual game is still under NDA.
Could you tell that my balls hadn't dropped at that point? Oh, Final Fantasy XIV's not my favourite game.
As far as making videos featuring video footage of it. However, I am allowed to disclose that I was in the beta and indeed all of that stuff.
What is this font? You know what this is? What font was this? Oh, balls. I used to use it for the World of Warcraft. It's a World of Warcraft font. What is this colour? Whoa. Whoa. Why?
I am able to show you something today. I am able to show you the Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn benchmark system, which holds the character creation system as well.
Yes,
you can download this for free. You can go on.
Right, I'm not going to force you to watch character creation, but you can see though there are some interesting bits though. Is this the pre-order? That's pre-order. See, look, I did like pre-order redemption code stuff. Oh, the beta weekend. Here we go. My opinions.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
See, suddenly Meoni had a little bit more clarity. You know why? Because I had like a £10 microphone instead of a £5 one that you basically... You know what the original microphone I used to use was? There was a game on the PS1 called Music 2000, okay? And it came with a microphone that was USB, and I plugged that into the side of my laptop originally. And that's the microphone I used.
Meoni here to talk to you about Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn, and more specifically the open beta weekend that has since closed.
There's
this
my character.
Previous Monday. In an effort to be as frank and as honest with you, let's make sure we look at all critical aspects of the game.
So this was open beta 10 years ago. Oh boy. Belt slot. That belt slot though.
In detail. So let's show off some screenshots whilst we do this.
There she is.
This is, however, all I can do at the moment, as the game is strictly under a no video streaming non-disclosure agreement with the launch of the game officially on the 27th of August. Lest I remind you, this is a strict NDA enforced less than 1 week prior to the early access of the game for pre-order customers, and less than 2 weeks from official launch.
Which was
Think of that what you will, but obviously it presents a few issues with publicity and indeed
there was
free marketing, which streamers and YouTube directors usually provide for games for free,
no one dared
which is
touch
rather invaluable at rough launches, especially for a title such as Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn, which is basically a remake of a failed game. Oof. And this is my first real concern service-wide. Many people have wondered if this is like their way of attempting to cover up a terrible game until launch, or whether this decision is unfortunately a return to the calamity which was Final Fantasy XIV 1.0 and the service that they provided. And the game's
this is just a couple of people I saw in the open world.
Very good. Safe to say, however, in short, A Realm Reborn is an actual playable MMO.
I just took a picture of everything I saw on the beta and threw it into a timeline. So I walked around the world and I took a picture of everything, and people were doing all sorts. They were exploring different dungeons, if you know what I mean. Oh boy, I forgot about that. I'd like that action shot though. Was 1.0 really that bad? Yes. Yes, it was. Name a feature in Final Fantasy XIV you like. Oh wait. Why would you include that picture into a video? Because it wasn't my channel, to be fair. Look at those views. Oh, amazing. Oh, look, Mega in the comment section. Can't wait till tomorrow, Meoni. There's my good friend Reese that I started the game with. Bad.
From what I saw in its current state.
So
the similarities between 1.0 and A Realm Reborn do halt there with the service side, as the game itself is, well, largely good, actually. The reshuffle and indeed firing of staff, ideals, redesigns, and everything like that you can imagine behind the game's front cover art and overly impressive cutscenes has been redesigned from the ground up. Class systems feel more fluid than before, nicer models are here, and more polished animations and textures and locations feel more unique and detailed, unlike the copy-pasted areas and tiles
the
from
adventure
1.0.
begins.
Dungeon Finder is a welcome, familiar MMO staple, allowing for instant dungeon queuing. Dungeons themselves have been further refined and changed to be more intuitive and manageable, instead of the labyrinthine maps previously presented in the game. The game itself follows this feeling on, being more user-friendly with a large tutorial section, which is helpful for newcomers and most likely disabled by veteran players. Largely, the reason for a more tutorial, newbie-driven game presentation is down to the game's server system and indeed cross-platform notoriety. Combining North American and European players on the same server group, for example, is one of their decisions. But that's where Square Enix went a step further, letting PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4, indeed when it launches, players play on the same servers
before the PS4,
as PC
right?
gamers, which is an interesting decision, and it remains to be seen how well that is implemented.
Yeah.
From what I saw in the beta, it was fairly...
The biggest issue at the time is very few games had done that cross-platform stuff, and the way that the community reacted at the time was screw console players. That's what it was. Because they didn't want the game to be held back in any way, shape, or form. It turned out to be like the worst possible attitude, and the game turned out to be like brilliant across every platform and almost seamless between them. But at the time, people were like, wait, you're going to put this on PS3? Wait, why is the EU and NA on the same servers? You know, and it turned out to be actually fine. But yeah, a lot of people had the impression that they were dumbing the game down by putting it on consoles. Oh yeah, getting a graphics update soon. Yeah, for sure. Final Call says Meoni getting bad flashbacks from his old videos. yeah, it's more of an oof. Like, did I really say that? Oh, jeez. This was an interesting time. It can be judged as no one knew what the game was going to be like or if it would survive a month, because so many games had that kind of, we're going to do it right this time, and then didn't. So
fluid, to be honest. A lot of people said
it blew everyone away.
And the setup of a controller and the controls therefore mapped to the PlayStation 3 controller actually work really well. A lot of players are preferring using a controller in certain situations, and a lot of players are, obviously familiar with the PC keyboard and mouse archetype, which has been present in MMOs for a very long time. I honestly think this is a sort of like the first stage of basically more and more MMOs being cross-platform. A lot of games have been weary about trying this. I know World of Warcraft said that it wouldn't really translate well to
14 did pioneer the idea
as well. However, I think Final Fantasy has a bit more of a chance of being a success, considering there aren't many competition efforts on the PlayStation itself. I mean, there are games that you could probably class as MMOs, but nothing true MMO RPG like.
What was there on the
Fantasy.
PS3? Let's be honest.
So indeed, the game was brilliant to play. I really enjoyed the beta weekend, and I'm indeed looking forward to the early access, which starts on this Saturday at 10 a.m. GMT. So I'll be there. Unfortunately, I can't stream anything or indeed record. Well, I can record stuff, but I can't publish any videos until the 27th of August.
And then the 27th came around, and they still kept their material usage license to disallow you to upload videos for like a week or so. Because originally they said that once the NDA lifted that it would be open, but they didn't. So I was angry at the time. Unfortunately,
that restriction is still happening, which, like I say, is a bit of a problem, really, in presenting a few limiting factors for, making videos on this game. But rest assured, you can be sure to check out all sort of guides to everything. I'm going to do full dungeon runs, everything you can possibly imagine Final Fantasy XIV Realm Reborn related on the 27th of...
I did dungeon guides until other people did them better than me, to the point where I was like, why am I doing them anymore? And I completely changed, because I used to do dungeon guides for nearly everything up to a certain point, and then I was like, but this other person's like doing that solely on their channel and they're actually good at it. And that's the point where I stopped.
August onwards. So indeed, things that I got up to on the beta, there was all sorts of things. I leveled myself a Gladiator to 15 and an Arcanist to 15, because the class job archetypes aren't exactly presented. Nobody knows for sure what the jobs entail.
That's true.
The job system is essentially a superclass that relies on 2 subclasses.
So yeah, we went through beta with them not actually confirming what the class combinations would be for the cross-class system, for what we would need for White Mage, for example, and things like that, because things were completely changed multiple times. So it was kind of not set in stone. It was a weird time, actually.
To be of a certain level. For example, a level 30 Conjurer, such as myself, when I actually gain level 30, and you were supposedly going to combine that with a level 15 Gladiator.
Yeah,
but it has been since
which you did.
Sort of questioned that it might be changing from Gladiator to that of Arcanist. So
that was right. Originally, they were saying that they wanted to swap from Gladiator, it'd be Conjurer and Arcanist solely as like for the main cross class, and then they changed their mind and put it to Gladiator. And I think the reason was that they saw the cross class system as a gateway drug to get you into playing other roles, and by doing that they could have more tanks in the game, which was a very, very clever move, and not many people talk about that actually. But the reason the cross class system was there was to have that diversity and to have different things from different, instead of having talent trees, so you could pull spells from other things, but also to make it so that there were more people playing the support roles. Because if they had switched it to Arcanist, they'd have too many DPS, and you'd have less healers. Clever.
To level 15 too, which indeed we had access to play for.
Yeah, even that close to the launch. Yeah, this was in open beta, and it was still on the table. Things were not as well. How do I put this? Not as well expanded on and set into stone. Yeah. Because honestly, they created this fantastic game, but they wanted to have so many options to fix issues, because 1.0 had basically no way to fix any of the issues, but they were capable of switching that around at any time they wanted to before the launch. It was quite clever.
First time in any of the beta stages.
Recovery from 1.0 was rough.
Closed betas until now, I couldn't have mentioned that. But yeah, it's really quite interesting. I feel that the class system is one of the more redeeming features of this hotkey-based MMO. And indeed, the storyline itself is quite polished. There's a lot of really...
The cross-class system was endearing until you realized that some of the way of leveling these things was awful. If it wasn't for the leveling of alt classes at the time, through fates, basically, because we didn't really have many other ways of leveling them up after you've done your side quests, you ran out very quickly. So it was a good idea. In practice, it didn't really feel that rewarding, because it just felt like you were being distracted. But the idea, I suppose, was to try and get people to play not just one class. They wanted everybody to play everything, basically, and fill the world with as many statistics as possible, so not everybody was playing DPS. It's quite clever, I suppose, for a launch, but they soon went away from that with the changes.
Nice interactions. It seems nice and smooth.
Oh, there you go. That's my first ever Ifrit encounter. And I know this guy. This is Zephyr Darkshadow, who used to play on Ragnarok, and I believe they play on Phoenix now. And this guy was, because everybody was on the same, this was an American guy, and I remember, I think he's still playing, I think. But yeah, this was my first ever sight of this. So these were 1.0 players, obviously, that were trying out the beta. Nearly everyone on the beta At least in the closed beta especially, they were just 1.0 players.
Leveling experience.
Who wanted the game to live.
Class you have to level basically through fates, dungeons, and leftover quests. And it feels a little bit dumbed down, but you do get an experience bonus, I think, of 50% or more to help you level those. And indeed, if you're unfamiliar with a class-based system, essentially you can
There he is. There's Zephyr. And I forget this guy's name. Because I was like, yeah, we're going to play together when the game comes out. I'll join your FC. And then the game came out and we played for a bit, and then they split they split America away, and then we lost 90% of our FC, and then I could no longer play with them. And yeah, and then I ended up making my own FC that's lasted for 9-ish years or something. Ugh.
Every single class and every single profession on one character, and basically what determines what class you are is what weapon you equip. So sort of think Guild Wars, but you know, not Guild Wars, and actually works, and you've got a sort of decent sort of idea. So
think Guild Wars, but don't think Guild Wars, but actually works. Can you tell that I had a bad experience with Guild Wars 1? Holy crap, dude.
So yeah, there'll be lots more content from me on Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. These screenshots are really cool. I had a lot of fun, found myself a really nice little guild, the Lost Fate Mercenaries.
Oh, that was it, Lost Fate Mercenaries.
In the description. If you intend to play this game, come and join us. We are on the Ragnarok Legacy server on launch, and we're there on open beta. So indeed, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope some of this has been interesting to you. There is lots to discuss, lots of guides and lots of information. And this is really my entry as to say that I honestly think this game has a chance, not of competing with big games like World of Warcraft, but indeed having a chance of surviving long enough to be a successful subscription RPG MMO.
That's interesting. That is an interesting point of view that has definitely changed. Holy crap, dude. It'll never compete with games like World of Warcraft. Wow. How things have changed. But Blizzard did that to themselves, let's be honest.
Which, in today's climate, is quite interesting. So without further ado, I will leave you with the last few screenshots, and I will see you next time for another video. Indeed, check out Ace Games TV, subscribe for more each week. And indeed, the fun starts on the 27th, but it starts even earlier if you've got early access. If you are interested in playing with me, and you are indeed rolling on my server, let me know. My name will be Meoni Whitetail in-game. Add me to your friends list, etc. And I'll see you...
You can't. My friends list doesn't work. Oh, God. And then I tried to do guides for so many things. We're not going to watch all of these, but...
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
That intro.
And welcome to the first of many dungeon guides for Final Fantasy XIV.
No, not many. You did like 12. Maybe Realm Reborn, maybe 5,
with
15,
myself, Meoni. So let's kick it off with the first dungeon you'll be encountering. The first of which is Satasha, a level 15 dungeon. This dungeon goes from level 15 to level 18.
Why
Players
was this
above
needed?
level 18 will be scaled down to level 18 for this particular dungeon group, and is a 4-man instance. Satasha is located in western Lenossi, and
Lenossi? No, it's Lenosha, Meoni. Lenossi? That's worse than how Fran pronounces it recently. Lenossi. All right.
Accessed from the Aleport ferry. Be sure to attune yourself with the Aetheryte on the way to Satasha to make grouping easier in the future, outside of the Duty Finder. This particular dungeon has 3 bosses, and indeed the layout of the dungeon should not be unfamiliar to anybody who has played an MMO before. The feel of this particular dungeon is that of a low-level, generic, very simple layout, which indeed you would be hard-pressed to fail to follow. There are some extra rooms off the sides, which I will not see game before. Now, if you noticed in a previous room, I sort of majorly skipped over it, there's a particular memo that you loot on the ground, which gives you a hint if you read it.
Yeah, if you read it, Meoni,
you must choose. Now, which colour you must choose, I'm talking about.
It's nice to see that nothing has changed, because I still can't be bothered to read the note every time this pops up, and I just click on any old coral formation to this day. You're supposed to read the memo and it tells you, but no one has time for that.
These particular coral formations.
Who has time
now,
for
these
that?
all have
I didn't have time
activations
for it
once you
back
click
then.
on them. Only 2 of these coral switches will poison you, and 1 will spawn a boss, which you must kill to open the
I
door
wonder if
behind it.
coin count
So
is
it is random and it
on
can
one
be
of the
any
other
single one of
guides.
these, but the memo itself does
Seen the OG.
shiny new weapons. It's time to move on to the next few trash packs. There's not much trash before the boss room, as you can tell with this purple line, indicates that there will be a boss coming up in the next place, and indeed this is a boss, inverted commas. I'm doing that deliberately because this is not a...
I wonder why. But yeah, we've come a long way since whatever this was. Holy crap. Ball of Embers boss guide, yo.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, Meoni here of Ace Games TV, and today I'm back on Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn to bring, which you must queue into the duty finder to be able to do. Once you're in here, this is encounter smoothly. So without further ado, let's go through.
I can't, this is just the worst. This is hurting me, this cringe.
As well as a big conal fire ability, so for this reason your tank needs to face
FPS
the boss
am I playing
away
in?
from the rest of the party at all times.
It's like 2.
Or indeed you need to be behind the boss. It's quite a far-reaching cleave as well, so you don't want to be anywhere near
pressing
that.
Q when
Another ability is that there'll be these fire patches. The ground will glow fiery red. You have about 4. You have to kill this ad as soon as possible, so you want to be focusing down this ad every DPS, including maybe...
I can't. This is just painful to watch as a healer main now. Seeing me press cure on a full health. This is World of Warcraft. That's what that did to me. Because your health would dance so much, you were better off just... Oh, bloody hell. All Saints Wake? Oh, limited edition earrings! Oh, wait, hold on.
The future?
Shh. Bad advert. It is literally the most painful thing. Hey Chris, how you doing? Your guides were the only ones worth watching? No, there were plenty of people at the time that...
Hello, ladies and
that's
gentlemen.
loud.
Meoni here of Ace Games TV, and I'm in the
my
center
dark
of
light
Ulgar,
gear.
here, the capital city of the Higher, here on Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn. Now, today I thought I'd show you some cosmetic items that aren't going to be in the game for very long. If you go to the center of any of the cities, any of the 3 cities...
There you go, the first ever itinerant Moogle event 10 years ago, and people thought the itinerant Moogle events were new. Well, you didn't have to get tomestones back then. You just bought them with Gil.
Here next to the fountain. You see these iterant
Forgot about
Moogles.
that.
You can actually purchase 2 sets of earrings. Or I should say earrings, since you only get 1 visually.
There she is.
One is a cactuar, which is like a cactus guy out of Final Fantasy games you may be familiar with. And the other one is a bombling, which is a red earring. And they actually hang on different ears. However, you can't equip both at the same time. No, that would be too sensible. So here I am in my swimwear from the recent...
Hold on, can we just pay attention to the fact... I took a screenshot of this the other day, but we got belt slot. Oh, dude, does this bring anybody else PTSD? Like putting points into a tree? Oh, I put 362 into mind. Yeah, that was probably not bad. Piety is a bit low. Why was int so high? Okay, I clearly didn't know what I was doing either. Interesting. Morale. PvP properties morale. What was morale? What was morale? I don't remember what morale was. Oh yeah, TP, yeah. What was morale? I don't even remember morale. Hope future Meoni is watching current Meoni looking at the past Meoni. Hello future Meoni. Oh no, I would never. I don't react to my own reactions. This is the only time I've ever done something like this. And it's myself, so it's not like, you know, I would never do that. I can't remember what... Morale was the old PvP system similar to Battle High. Oh, really? Okay. Also, why did I not zoom in on the earrings? Oh, right, because we didn't have G-pose. Oh my god, I forgot. Things you take for granted. G-pose. Yeah. Yeah, you definitely take that for granted.
summer event, which has since been ended, so you can't get that stuff until
I
next
had
year
Protect
now.
as well.
But as you can see, they're quite fetching. The green one goes well with this swimsuit. Hopefully we get some sort of transmog option in the far future. I know that 2.1 has been delayed until December.
That's right. There was no glamour system. There was no way of glamoring. Oh my god. I'd forgotten about that as well. So if you wanted to look like this, you actually had to wear the swimsuit and the earring. Holy moly.
So we've got 2 months of no content, essentially, so I suppose that's a gripe for another video. But there you go, you can see the bomb earring as well.
It's true.
You can pick these up, like I say, in the centre of any of the 3 cities. Here I am in Uldar, it's the easiest one to find. It's next to the fountain, in the very smack centre of the actual city. And each of these earrings cost 1 gil. A few people have complained about them being, like, costing 1 gil. But I'm not sure how they can't just take 1 of the gil out of the 50 gil we get per mob in the new...
Yeah, hold on. I remember this. This was... Okay, if you thought the forums were bad now, okay, in A Realm Reborn, at the start, when they put the Itinerant Moogle event in, and as soon as people saw you had to spend 1 gil on an earring that was cosmetic and had no stats on it, and it did nothing, right? Well, it did a bit. It had some stats on it. I digress, right? They literally lost their mind. They just went nuts. How dare Square Enix put something in that requires our hard-earned gil? We don't have that much gil. I mean, I had 3 million gil, for God's sake. But people were so angry. You have no idea how angry they were. They wanted a system. Okay, this is the reason we have tomes for everything now, okay? Because the reaction was, I earn my gil. I'm not spending on crap like that, especially when I need to put it towards, you know, repairing my gear. Because repairing your gear was expensive. Very expensive. Materia, insane. The melding of it, it was just mad. The numbers were all over the place. But it's not like gil was hard to really get, though, if you played the game. I mean, I got, what, 2.9 million from just level 50 stuff. Just passively. Yeah, there was no bots. No, well, if there was, it was very early developed ones that would be very noticeable and banned, right? Yeah, I remember how bad that looked. Because people were moaning about the 1 gil cost, yeah?
New Ampador keep rates to actually get these.
That's right.
There you go.
There was a time... Amdapor Keep was the end game. There was Wanderer's Palace and Amdapor Keep for about 3 or 4 months. And that's all you were able to do, okay? There was nothing else really worth doing. And there was a point where they realized that the gil drop was so low that if you did a run of it, they wanted you to be able to afford to repair your gear after at least 1 run of the dungeon. I remember this forum thread because it was, well, I used to call it a blue post, but it wasn't because it's not WoW. It was a dev post. So they changed it and upped the rates, and then people still complained, even though you were able to get gil coming out the floorboards.
You will complain about anything.
That's right.
Hopefully this video has been insightful, and hopefully we see some content in this game soon to make videos on, because there's not a lot to do. That's endgame. My name's been Meoni. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you next time.
That was very true. It was difficult for me to find things to make videos on. There was no glamour system. There's no G-pose function. The things that you would get that are cosmetic, you actually had to equip. There was no way of zooming in further enough on your character to see earrings. The events were, do you have 1 gil? And a lot of the other events, the seasonal ones, were just go talk to a vendor and basically hand in a quest, and then there was side quests with story. I'm not going to play the All Saints Wake one. I'll let you enjoy that in your own time, because that has some of the worst voice acting as a child that I ever think has ever been uploaded to YouTube. Just to give you a sample, of how bad this is.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to
My
Final
voice
Fantasy
changed
XIV
again.
Realm Reborn with me, Meoni, of Ace Games TV. Today we're looking at All Saints Wake, which is Final Fantasy's approach to Halloween, the seasonal event that will be taking place in the game. It started.
Things kind of evolved from this, but this was my way of going, maybe we should do event videos. Because no one else was doing it. They were doing like how to do coils, dungeon guides. No one was doing like the casual side of things, or like they were just there in the game. Oh, that's where it began.
Only for a short amount of time until the 1st of November, obviously, which is at midnight, so it doesn't really class as the 1st of...
Oh, I was right. You had to wait until it was nighttime in the game for this quest to appear. I forgot about that. Huh. Do you remember when events used to require you to wait for certain times? Oh my god, I completely forgot about that.
Of November. So for a limited amount of time you can get some ghost outfits and pumpkin heads. So basically all cosmetic items. There's nothing else out of this. So if you're after anything else, I should probably stop watching this guide now, if I was you.
It's not really a guide though.
Spooks
Oh
and
god.
shadows do not shy. Come one, come all, for All Saints' Wake is nigh.
And that is all you're hearing of that video. Oh man, oh man. Did I at least show the outfit off? Or was this just like a playthrough? I suppose my playthroughs haven't really improved since then, have they?
My work is done.
Yes.
So there you go, guys. From this you get the
Guys.
second cloak now, the second veil. This one has an angry face. It looks pretty nice there in the background. But hopefully this video has been of some use. And
No, it
some
wasn't. It was
entertainment
awful.
value to someone somewhere who's
Oh,
watching
it was
this.
entertainment
Thank you
value.
very much for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe to
You already said
Ace
that.
Games TV.
Don't do that. Now, this is an interesting one. Do you know... Okay. The first iteration of PvP, what was it? Without looking. What was the first iteration of PvP in this game? Does anyone remember? When it first got debuted, because there was no PvP? Does anyone remember? Hey, Moogle, go around. Welcome on in. Thank you for the raid. Meoni, you've helped lots of people so much. So if I mention your name, people always know your channel. Don't send them your channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's through people like yourself, Rias, that I get to do what I do. He wasn't playing back then. So when PvP first came out, the game mode was called Wolf's Den. Okay? It was just Wolf's Den PvP. There was no feast when it first came out. And they did a test. No. This was like for the first PvP. So this is what it looked like. And they put it on there and they wanted people to give feedback. And most people... This is interesting
Hello,
gameplay.
ladies and gentlemen. Meoni here.
Ignore the awful commentary, but it's cringe, but I love it at the same time.
Ace Games TV. Today I've got a bit of filler
That music,
content,
though.
admittedly, for you. But I am working on some bigger videos. This is a match, in fact, one of my first few matches in the Wolf's Den, which is the new arena.
See, look, the Wolf's Den Arena. Wolf's Den Arena. And you had the fangs and the claws. So the same place that the Novice Hall takes place. Oh boy. Oh, look at the poetics and stuff. Oh, dude. Huh.
Style PvP system where you have 4v4 arena style matches.
4v4,
which was added in 2.1, the recent patch for Final Fantasy
Oh,
XIV.
panning. I'd learned how to pan.
I'm going to be doing a lot more coverage of the patch, but I thought I'd share this with you. It's quite interesting so far.
It
The
is actually
mechanics
interesting.
You always have a tank per team and a healer per team. So
that's right. So when you queued into it, you had to have a tank, you had to have a healer, and you had to have 2 DPS. So you were doing 4-man party queues. It would not let you queue in unless you had that set up, okay?
pretty much the tactic is sleep the healer, sleep the tank, and destroy the DPS.
That's right. So basically, their first approach to it was, let's just have it so that CC was so important that you basically did nothing other than keep someone slept who's a problem and then kill the rest. And it was whoever got the first sleep off first won. That's PvP.
Before the other team does, and
they were called
it's
fresh
a little bit
meat to avoid
unbalanced, and
naming
there's a few
shaming.
tweaks to be made, but it is actually enjoyable. The matches
See, look, he
don't
walked
last
behind a
too
wall.
long because of this, and yeah, it's
What is this
definitely
camera
fun
work?
to play with friends. It was definitely needed in the game as something to do. So there's quite a lot of cool stuff in the patch. Like I said, I'm going to cover it in other videos.
That's the gameplay.
This is a little teaser of that before I make any sort of opinion-based sort of review scores or any kind of review of what the patch is actually.
So the enemy tank and healer are slept, and so am I. That was the gameplay. So you had the enemy team asleep, just AFKing, watching their friends die because there was no, it like lasted forever.
But enjoy the rest of this footage, and I will speak to you next time when I have some actual footage to show you. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Look at this. It's like, oh, finally, sleep's ended. I can cast a cure too. All right, let's repose this guy and go to bed. And then he decided to attack them anyway. Oh dear. Thrilling stuff. You can never imagine, you couldn't have imagined back then, right, that you would have had something like Crystalline Conflict in the same game as this. Because this is how basic it started. It's just, it's awful. I remember that. I just jumped in front of him. Thrilling content. I was like, oh, wait, his sleep's about to run out. Better rebuff that. Oh, there you go. There's another 15 seconds. Have fun with that. And then we had to slow down kill. Hardcore. Good times. Well, weird times. But I was like, well, this is fun. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I remember that. Oh, yeah. We basically took the... Oh, I forgot about that. So we had an FC leader who pissed off everybody and then left the FC, and it was one of the most toxic people we had met. I remember that. And then we queued into this PvP test thing, and that's why we were dancing and being so BM to the other person. I remember that, because it turned out it was... We could tell. Oh my god, I forgot about that. That was PvP. This is literally what it was like. It didn't last. Because they tried so hard to make PvE mechanics work against players, but when you only have 4 people versus 4, and you have the access to a 15-second sleep that doesn't have diminishing returns, or at least I don't think it did, because we cast it like 3 times in a row. It's whoever got the sleep off first, and then just kill the other people. Sleep the healer, sleep the tank, and then kill the DPS. Because healers were very tanky, and so were the tanks, so you just kill the DPS off to the point where they physically couldn't do anything against you, and it was just a war of attrition. Ideally, sleeping a DPS and killing a tank and a healer would have worked, but no, because healers were so strong. Like, the heals were the same potency as they were in PvE. But yeah, I thought we'd show that and see how far things have really come. And I think I did a lot more videos over on this project when I first started with Final Fantasy XIV videos, but it's been a blast from a past me watching these back and realizing not only how much I've improved, at least I hope I have, but also how much the game has changed and my opinions of the game have changed from how I mentioned nothing will ever beat World of Warcraft to suddenly that not being a factor anymore. It was unbeatable at the time. There was only people like me who wanted something different that were challenging it. Yeah. Them be the times. And then, shortly after this, I decided to go alone with YouTube. And I made 2 YouTube channels. One of them, which is now my second channel. And I tried to do like Warcraft stuff again, whilst I was doing Final Fantasy things. But for the most part... yeah, because then I was like, screw the other channel, let's just put everything on a new one. And I started off with doing like store stuff for WoW. Oh no, this is 13 years ago. So I went on and off. I did a little thing about a Discord conversation. Skyrim mods. That was before that popular Skyrim mod YouTuber took off. Because I still got quite a lot of views at the time. I was like, whoa. That was the most views I'd got at the time. Yeah. This is my sister's husband and his friend. Oh dear. I remember that. I did a terrible song for a while. And then, where is it? I did some stuff for Miss of Pandaria. These were awful videos. Absolutely awful. I tried so many different things and none of them worked. Like literally none of them worked. It was me trying so many different things out. I even tried Arcade out. Arcade was a game that I loved in the beta period. And then when it came out, they made it pay to win. Essentially like 2 weeks afterwards with the Apex system where you could buy currency with real money and then the currency could be used to buy anything off of the auction house. So what you would do, and the regrade materials, so you would just pump your credit card into the materials and then just buy them, or you'd buy the upgraded stuff. So you could basically RMT legitimately the high-end stuff. I know somebody who played Arcade who put in what was it, I think he said he had £76,000 put into the game. He was addicted, and that's how much he put into the game, and he still didn't have the best in-slot stuff at the time. So that's how far that game fell. And I absolutely loved it, because you could create stuff. I thought this was going to be the next thing. I thought it was going to be the next best thing to replace everything. I was wrong. Oh dear, played a bit of Besiege. I even tried to do machinimation and stuff. Music things, you name it. Oh, and then the Black Desert era. Yes, I was still doing 14 stuff, but on this channel I was like, let's try and see if I can get Black Desert to be a thing. And I did videos for that and some views on those in places. But for the most part, it didn't stick. It didn't have the same retention. And then that game fell from grace as well pretty quickly. But I tried to cover that as much as I could. Then I went back to WoW stuff as well. My thumbnails had increased a little bit at that point. And then we went back to Final Fantasy XIV and then we stayed there. Like fully on this channel. Because at this point I think I'd completely done with the other channel. I was like, nah. So then we did some Heavensward stuff. Recruit a friend rewards. And then I realized, yeah, people do actually like watching the 14 stuff. So I got a little bit more experimentative and yeah, just messed around. Did what I wanted to. And then obviously the Fox Fate video made me realize maybe I should just put everything into this. I tried so hard though. I really did. And eventually it made it so I could finish my job in retail. Eventually, it took many, many years. And there we are today, where I'm still making terrible videos, but at least they are meme-like. What is my most popular video? Oh god, the emotes and where to find them one. Oh, and of course the bee's knees. Of course. Okay. Okay then. But anyway, I thought we'd take a trip down memory lane. Do you have any memories of Final Fantasy XIV from that long ago? Feel free to share them. Things have changed. My opinions have changed mostly though. Need to see more panning? Hey Kashimoto, thank you for 2 months of sub. I appreciate you. Thank you, Rias. And that's what drove me to do videos in the first place, just passion. Because there certainly wasn't like any money in it at all. It's people who create videos to make money from the offset. Don't do that. Trust me, it's even worse to do it now. Just do it because you enjoy doing it. Don't want to rely on it. Because it's incredibly unreliable. I struggle month to month. So, but you know, you live a modest lifestyle and you're fine, basically. Pay your bills off and then you're good. And then you can throw money at silly things in the game. Just go on ramen for a bit. It's fine. Works. You've got a question if it's okay to ask. Why not? Go for it. Also, if people want to join in the game, we're on Sephiroth on Oceanic today. We're chilling out. And we're probably going to do some roulettes in a minute. You did MSQ roulette today and got Pandemoni. Pandemoni. Pandemoni? You mean Praetorium? Yeah. I got the earring and minion, but no mount has that happened to you. Yeah, the digital collector's items are a separate code. If you go to the Final Fantasy XIV store or wherever you... What platform did you buy your version? Presumably you're talking about the digital collector's edition. If you are talking about that, the digital collector's edition items will not be given to you until a later date. The digital collector's stuff is always sent out later, closer to the actual expansion launch. In fact, they'll do a lodestone post about it being available. The only thing that you should have access to at the minute is the earring and minion. Everything else comes later. But if so you got a Windows version. Did you get it from the Square Enix store? If so, if you go to the Square Enix store and sign in and go to your orders and click on the Dawn Trail order, you'll see that the code that you've put in is for pre-order. It's not actually the version of the game. It also says on that page that the digital collector's edition game, or the game code, if you're on a standard edition, vice versa, is given to you at a later point. So you'll get an update. You'll either get an email sent to your email address at a later point, or it will be on that store page. Okay? Yeah. Basically, they just want people to have the early access rewards, which means you've got the early access period, but if you don't get the code when everyone else does, when they do release it, which they have not, then you would not be able to play the game after the early access period ends. So don't worry about it. Basically, they just haven't... We're not at that phase yet. Pre-orders always work in a phase of you pre-order the game with your money, you get sent an early access code, you put the early access code into your MOG station, that means you can play the early access period. Later down the line, presumably closer to, I don't know, it could even be May at this point, they'll send you an email, there'll be a lodestone page, and you'll be able to go to your store of choice, and you'll be able to get the code there. If you're on a platform such as PlayStation or Xbox, that stuff will all automatically get given to you, I think. At that point, they'll issue those. But for Windows and Steam and Mac, you get a code issued to you on the store page, or through the CD key section of the Steam section, which you've then put into the item code redemption section, or the game redemption section of your Mog Station account. I know it's a little bit confusing for new players. I get that. You got your collector's edition? Yeah, same. So yeah, you won't get the arc mount until a lot later. There's also the Pictomanta brush that's also included in that, and the Garnet Till Alexandros minion as well. So there's 3 items you'll get in the future. You love the banana for scale? Yeah, I don't know why. I just saw the fruit bowl and went, how are we going to like size this up? Because I wasn't going to go in the cabinet and get the other statues out because I was too lazy. So I put an orange in front of it, and then I had the banana. And then he held the banana. And for some reason Twitter loves it, so yeah. You have an FC on that server? Nice, cool. We are visiting. Oh, there's a few of you. What? Should we do an alliance raid? Do you want to do alliance raid roulette? I'm just going to invite people and they can say bugger off if they want. We'll do alliance raid and normal raid if you want to. If you don't want to do it, just say no. Just like decline my invite. Okay? Anybody else want to join? We're on Sephiroth on the Materia data center, which is Oceanic. And we have people from America, like Temperance's character is US. We have people from EU. And I believe we have some Oceanic people as well, right? I think. Are we showing off emotes? Is that what we're doing? All right, let's do that then. Oh, I don't have it on my bar on this PC. Hold on. Hold on a minute. Whilst you're doing that, I want to compare something. Let's just do that. That's better. Yeah. We've both got different blades and we slightly bob up and down. Slightly. Which server? Sephiroth. 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 Floaty. Bobbing thoughts. The only emote I don't have is the bloody Odin one because they've never reissued it. Unfortunately. Is this a person that wants to join? I'm not sure. Give me a poke. Let me know what your characters looks like. You want the emote but can't that price? That's fair. Don't spend money on things that you either A, can't afford, or B, shouldn't. Definitely keep your priorities right. Don't do a me. Definitely don't do a me. You want Odin Zantetsuken so bad? Yeah. Yeah, they never reissued it. I've tried to get a code as well, but all of the codes are, well, there isn't any codes. I've tried resellers, I've tried everything. I've even put a bounty out there that I would pay a lot of money for the Zantetsuken code, but I'm pretty sure every single code on the planet has been used for it. Which is a real shame, but hopefully they do what they did with Shiva and just reissue and reprint. Because I want the figure as well, to be fair. ERP for Odin. No, not ERP. Dollarinos. ERP for Odin. Why, are you offering an Odin? I mean... details. Would I sell my soul for an Odin? Yeah. Yeah, I would. I'd sell out for an Odin. Yeah, for sure. There's a Shiva emote. Yeah, you want to see all the emotes I do have, and the one I don't have. Yeah. Let's show off. Let's do that. You've given me an excuse. That's the Shiva one. Which isn't persistent. We've got Ultima. From the Ultima statue. Where you can see your pants. Then there's the Omega statue has 2 emotes. There's the M one, and then there's the F one that Temperance is using, which has a staff. And then there's Sundering, which is the new one that doesn't work. Why wouldn't it? Hold on. Why is it not working? Huh? Oh, there you go. It was the umbrella. Yeah, the umbrellas are somewhat annoying. Was that a poke I received? Get you in a party. Anybody else want alliance raid stuff? Things? Stuff and things? Got some cool people. Can't wait for the Wings add-on. Wings add-on. Wings add-on? Wings add-on. Enlighten me. What do you mean? Like the... Like wings? Like a fashion accessory? No, you can't use a fashion accessory with it. Huh. I didn't know that. Wait, why can't you use... Eh? There's a limitation with this that I didn't realize. So, are you telling me that all of the other emotes from the statues allow you to use fashion accessories, but not Sundering? Why? Quadra wing enabled. That's an interesting one. I didn't even realize that. So that there is an extra limitation to it then. Oh, it even says that you can't. I wonder why though. I wonder why you can't. I'm confused. I mean, it clearly says you can't, but it's weird. Wonder if that's something like code-wise. Maybe the animation breaks or something. The more you know. The more you know, the less you understand. Omega was the same, they patched it later. Oh, really? Is there a post about that, Mike? Or was it like on the forums or something? Oh, okay. Cool. Well, I'm glad it's just a bug then, because I do like layering my my stuff. Fashion accessories need to be made into mounts. I think most people will agree it'd be really cool if these were permanent mounts that you could choose if they're an accessory or an actual mount. Then we could play Aeon Online. Aeon. Temp looks like some kind of fallen angel. It's very strange. Right. Is everybody here that wants to be here? We've got like a full party. So, all right, cool. Let's do some alliance raid stuff then. And we'll also do normal raids afterwards. Let us see what we get. And lag horribly in the process. Not that you know of forum-wise. Oh, where was it posted then? Or is there no confirmation that they would change it? Or I'm curious. One of your party members does not meet the requirements for the duty. Oh, because we've got 2 tanks. My bad. There we go. Fixed. Wings Mount Wen, I know. Same. One day. We need to have the ability to have wings inside duties as well. I just, I don't know. I think I asked for too many things, honestly. The fact that they're separating headwear from glasses in the next expansion is making me very excited because it means you'll have even more access to things for your face. It'll also be interesting to see what things they classify as glasses. Does that include visors as well? Could be interesting. You found out on a Facebook post. Oh, okay. You can't wait for the glasses glam spot. Do you think they're going to make a slot for it? Or do you think it'll just be like a glamour plate slot? Surely it'd be a fixed spot as well, wouldn't it? No, don't apologize, Rios. I think we just had 2 tanks. Temps swapped to machinist with their machinist glam, which looks very militaristic. Looks like he's about to take down Shinra Reactor number 5. Look at him. Look at that character. Definitely looks like an eco-terrorist. They're draining the planet dry. Definitely. To be fair, Temp, that's not the worst thing we've called you in the past, so. Or that you've called yourself. Actually, now I remember some of the conversations. Oof. Called out by the Catman? No. Fair. Absolutely. What is with this queue time? 5 minutes? That was 5 minutes 5 minutes ago. Wait, it's local time. It's like 8 in the morning, right? In Australia land of the kangaroos. No? Is it 7 a.m? 6 a.m. Holy crap. It's a lot more active than it was the other day when we came here. I mean, it is Gridania though, so most people will be in Limsa, won't they? We're 2. We're number 2. No? I don't know. 3 a.m. for Western Australia. Oh boy, that's spicy. So basically, if I wanted to have an Australian audience on a live stream, I need to stream like 11, sort of midnight-ish my time to have a morning stream, right? Yeah, Temperance MMMCMXCIX, yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Well, you were a fan of Roman numerals, so I was like, there you go, have some more. New and improved version. I said every year that you should have a version upgrade where you end up with another Roman numeral on the end. For no reason. Yeah, time zones do suck, yeah. Mew is also there. She's a cute JP streamer. Oh, nice. Cool. I'd love to meet some Japanese streamers, I would, and content creators. I think the language barrier has always made it a bit difficult. But hopefully we can fix that. You too, Mike. Thank you for hanging out and enjoy your Easter holidays if you celebrate it. Have a good one. You'll make another temperance ult with a new Roman numeral. Ah. So every single year you have to make a new character that you clear the raid tier on. For the next 10 years. Sound good? On Savage, obviously. Not on normal. You don't get away that easy. Done. See, the thing is, I know for a fact that we're joking about this, but you're the sort of ultaholic that will do that. And you've probably already got like 12 characters anyway. So, that are max level. Which is absolutely just bonkers to me. It's only 48 ults. What, that you currently have, or that you would be making? You have... In total, I have 48 active characters. Four of them are Endwalker raid ready. How? So you go to college, you have a job. That's the thing, Final Call. I know Temp. Temp goes full-time college, has a job, has like chores and things to do around the house. He has like all of these things to do that everyone else has to do. And then he finds time for like 3 else 4 raid groups and 48 characters that are all max level. And 4 of which are raid ready. The bigger question is, Temp, to somebody like yourself that raids so much, how do you feel about cross-region when it eventually comes out? Will you have less ults because of it? Less active ones? Or will you keep the same ultaholic kind of idea? Because surely you just need like 1 or 2 characters, right? Do you multi-box, Temp, or is that not something you do? I used to know somebody who multi-boxed accounts in WoW. I'm not even sure if it's like legal to do in this game, honestly, I can't remember, but in WoW he had like, I think 15 accounts, and he used to do like world stuff in Burning Crusade on his own, at world bosses and things. Oh, he's on PS5. Right, yeah. Well, maybe Temp has got like 15 PS5s. You go around Temp's house and there's just like a monitor in every corner of every room. It's just like a wall of monitors, like in, you know, that the architect out of The Matrix? It was like, I have seen, and what was it? What's the exact quote? Ergo, I raid. Ergo, I raid, therefore I raid. And it's just like monitors that keep switching and a click of his fingers to every single character he has. And they're all doing a different activity in the same raid. Oh, I see, the multi-box. Yeah, multi-boxing used to be huge for a lot of games, to be fair. It's probably frowned on these days, but... Because a lot of people use like third-party stuff to control them from one keyboard, right? Yeah. But I'm talking about this guy I knew had... I think he had like 15 keyboards set up with, you know, with mice and monitors. We're talking CRT as well. We're not talking flat screen. These were chunky monitors and he would just stack them up. And his room, I remember he took a picture. This was on TeamSpeak. And he'd sent it in what was it, a photo bucket link. And he, remember photo bucket? And his room just had ash everywhere because every time he would die, he would throw his ashtray on his desk across the room. He was like a heavy chain smoking sort of guy, you know, chilling out. But his room was just filth. But to be fair, Meoni, my original plan for Dawn Trail was to have 2 weeknight NA teams, an EU afternoon team, your night is midday, and JP morning team. Do you never burn out of Final Fantasy Temp? That's a question I think a lot of people have on their mind right now, knowing that you have so many characters and you play so many raid nights. Or is it something that you enjoy so much that you just feel like you need to do it? I've been raiding non-stop current content since A1S. That doesn't really tell you much because people have raided on one character, right, since then. Non-stop, but don't know. You might be quite unique. I don't know many people that have as many characters that are at the same progress. It annoys me, it really does. I tried so hard to play that North American character and leveling up. So even if I get it to max level, I realized how many other things I would need to do to have the same progress or near same progress. All of the quest lines, all of the solo duties to unlock things, the alliance raids. It's just a lot. And then all of the plus quests for basic stuff, you know, attunements to things. Just, I can't do it. Not again. Can't do it. So that's why I'm like, cross-region sounds lovely. Let's have more of that. Then I don't have to worry about alts so much. The only reason I have alts anyway, well, now that cross-region is done, is for Fashion Report to test some stuff when we need to do dye previews, because we don't always. It was very easy today, so we didn't need to do it. But that and glamour stuff on different races and emotes and stuff. That's it, basically. And they can be any level that I want, as long as the items are tradable or purchasable. You don't plan on getting everything unlocked in every character, but enough to do raids constantly. Ah. Cross-region only scares you because of cultural differences. I think a lot of people are in the same situation because there are different ideologies behind how macros or no macros, markers, no markers, how they discuss things, how ready checks work. It's like, prime example is I was on Oceanic the other day and we were testing, we were doing an alliance raid, funnily enough. And it was only in, I think, was it Labyrinth of the Ancients or something? And the Japanese players made up the majority of the people in there. And incredibly courteous people, honestly, the people I'd met. Doing ready checks before every pull and making sure that everyone was there. And if someone said no on a ready check, they would wait. Even though, you know, in EU, for example, you wouldn't see a ready check and it would be instant pulled and people would be expected to press the teleport immediately button. But yeah, it was actually quite refreshing. So I hear all sorts of things, how the party finder is used, how people prefer to use this system, the duty finder, for high-end stuff. Like that's used a lot more than the party finder. It's interesting. I honestly can't wait to try out some of that stuff. But you have 14 characters, says Rias. Yourself. Hard to get the quest done. Helps if you live alone. I can imagine. There's always something I need to do. It's mostly YouTube and streaming and things like that that takes up my time. I suppose what I should do is just use the time on streams to level things, but it's kind of boring watching leveling streams. I don't know if it's any less boring than waiting for an Alliance raid queue, but the thought process was there, right? It's more of just a chill out stream and talk complete cobblers for a few hours. JP only uses PF for prog. Duty Finder is for clears. Yeah, I heard something like that. White noise from Dungeons and Chill streams. I mean, that's all you're going to get here is white noise and monotone voices. So, basically, I think what we could do in the future for these sorts of streams is have like somebody on the stream as a guest and just share their opinions and thoughts. That would be fun. See how many people want to do stuff. And since it's on Oceanic, they can do the same thing. Their end. That'd be fun. You have 5 screens for a reason. I used to have 2 monitors, but then I changed to an ultra wide, and instead I've got the reason I went for an ultra wide is because I can remove the bezel in the middle and just have it as dual input, and it works beautifully. It works so much better than my dual monitor setup that I had before. And at one point I did have 3 monitors, and I kind of miss it a little bit, because once you take a bit of real estate away from your peripherals, you miss it. But so far this has been the best setup I've had. 2 1440p screens essentially, with no bezel. It's so good. Oh, once you go ultra wide, you can't go back. And then when I'm not streaming or not making videos, I press one button and it goes to one big ultra wide screen, and you can see things for miles. Miles. It's really good for PvP, actually. Can you DM me a screenshot of your screen? Yes, I can. A screenshot? Oh, like, yeah, I can do that. Sure. I'm tempted to put like an Easter egg on the screen. Oh wait, that's the wrong PC to take a screenshot with. I'd have to tab. I'll do it later. No, we'll do it now. The dun noise is my Windows, not yours. We'll do it live. Smile. That's less of a smile and more of a shocked face. Save. Desktop. Saved. Let's see. Is there anything on here that I can't show you? I think you're good. Direct messages. Temp. Boop. Boop. There you go. So that's how it looks at the minute, and then I press one button and it turns into one screen again, if I wanted to. It's incredibly cathartic being able to just take your mouse across the entire screen and it being the same level all the way across. I hate lining up monitors. It's one of my least favorite things to do, and it's one of the reasons that I changed to this sort of workspace instead. And for video editing, it's bloody amazing. Huh? What's huh? Why huh? What's huh? But this is a dual PC setup, so if you're confused with anything. I use the Elgato 4K 60 capture card, but I use it in 1080p because the clarity's, well, there's basically no loss. It's not a great capture card for 4K, so And who wants to do a 4K stream when Twitch only allows for 1080p anyway? So one day. Unable to join your Discord for some reason. The Discord link definitely works. I don't know what to suggest. You're on 2 monitors at the minute. Yes, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with one monitor, you know, if you're used to that. But the thing is, when you start to... When you go, I'm fine with one monitor, but then you realize that it's really nice to have chat and everything else just out of the way, it's just... It's great. Also, this sort of setup, I can swap which screen is where. So, like, for different games. For example, if there was a game where, especially as VTuber, because you're a VTuber yourself, right? Top tip. Always be looking towards the game until you look at chat and then look to your left. And then when you want to play a game where there's something on the left side you don't want to block, swap your avatar over, but also swap the side that you're playing the game on, so you're always like that. And then looking over. And this also applies to face cam streams as well, but... It sounds simple, but it's something that I couldn't get my head around for a while. I was like, but I'm facing the wrong way every time. Now I'm not. Come on, we're 1 in queue. We've waited this long. We've got to keep waiting, you know? VTuber stuff is so complicated. I use VBridger for the motion capture from my iPhone, which then I use iFacial mocap through an IP into it, which is kind of like an NDI, and then VBridger sends that signal with all of the face morphing and all of the extra model features to VTube Studio, and then VTube Studio displays the model with a transparent capture, and then you just drag that, well, you add it or drag it into OBS, and that's it. Basically. VBridger is a software that costs very little money on Steam. It's not necessary though. If you're just doing like basic VTube stuff, like let's say you made a model or something for free, you just use VTube Studio and just capture from it. You've just got one program. It's capturing the actual face mapping that's the hard part. It really is. Because webcams suck so bad. I can't stand. I tried a Logitech C129 or whatever it's called webcam at one point. That has since broken, sadly. It was awful. There was latency between the image being picked up by like 5 seconds. You don't think your model has VBridger compatibility? Well, you'll know if you can do mouth shrugging. Like that. Yeah, that's the reason why. If somebody designed a piece of technology that was built for it, for the consumer market, that would replace an iPhone, I think most people would go for it. But an old iPhone is still the best. You can get them pretty cheap. Just don't use it as a phone. Come on, we've waited 24 minutes for this queue. I'm determined to do an alliance raid. Come on. If anyone's on Oceanic, please queue for alliance raids. Please. I'll give you a biscuit. I'll tempt you with a Tim Tam. Yes, I know Tim Tams. I do know Tim Tams. Yes. Yes, I do. If you don't know Tim Tams, Google them. Really against Apple products? I don't blame you. This is an old phone that I still use. My contract is ridiculous, but I pay for like unlimited data and things so that when I go to London, typically I can still upload videos or wherever. Because the size of a lot of the video files is many, many, many hundreds of gigabytes in size these days. It's a lot less now we've moved down from 4K videos. I did 4K videos at one point, and no one really made... Because on the analytics, you can see what mode they watch them in. Nobody, basically, apart from 1% of the viewers, watched them in 4K anyway. So I moved back down to 1440, and that seems to be the standard now. I think most people just haven't got the bandwidth for 4K videos these days. Even now. Which is fair. I used to be on less than 1 up and I think 5 down megabit, so... It's funny, there was a graphic designer, all studios use Apple. It's because of Photoshop, isn't it? And After Effects and stuff. You know VC Face? Yeah, it's alright. I've tried it. Yeah. Meh. Pass. Like I say, we'll be moving on to doing some face cam stuff when I actually have a face worth showing. Well, we're not going to retire the VTube avatar. It's just on days when I'm like, I really don't want to be on cam, then I'll use the avatar. I think that's a happy medium. And then days where I'm like, you know, looking half decent and had some a night's sleep, then we'll go face cam. Because at the minute, my eyes just feel like they're leaping out of my sockets. I didn't sleep very well last night. But that's insomnia for you, so... a little bit droopy. You can do Adobe on PC? Yeah, you can. Mm-hmm. Bum 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 bum. Come on, why is this... I know it's late in the night, but come on. At what point do we give up on the queue? What are we thinking? 30 minutes? We're trying so hard. But it's like 4 or 5 in the morning. Are my languages in Duty Fighter set to all 4? They are not set to all 4. Bum bum bum. Hold on a minute. Hold the phone. Oh no, they were set to all 4. Yeah, they were actually set to all 4. Let's do normal rates instead. Let's do that. Let's just do that. Let's do normal rates. Let's do normal rates. Let's just do normal rates. We'll pretend Alliance raids were done. Now we can't spend more than that time on that. Alexander, cool. Oh, I didn't pick up my book. Ah, I do not have that item. It's a bit sad. And my plate's broken as well. Man. Pew pew. That was supposed to be an instant cast holy, by the way. I forgot about this latency. I've been playing on EU again, and it was like... oh, it was heaven. It really was, the latency in comparison. I forgot I have to press a button, wait for the server to register it before casting another ability, or it doesn't actually cast the ability. Yeah, there we go. Wait, why are you almost dead? Wait, where? Oh, you went down here in combat. Oh. Is that a known skip? Oh, cool. Don't think I've ever skipped those monsters in all this time. Cool. Me no want tanky. Me no want to tanky anymore. No. No more tanking. There we go. You're all lonely in Gridania. No. I'm still being shot to death. This is See, I can't run back because the trash will kill me, so I need a res. Thank you. Appreciate you. Let's go. A little bit scuffed. Yeah, I've never skipped that trash pack before. Very weird. I love it though. It's cool. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, I want to be in a robot. That looks fun. Said no one ever. Yeah. The volume. Such a good song. How can you not jam out? How can you not? Electricity. Oh yeah, there's no lilies. Oh man, that sucks. That realization. Oh, right, no lilies. Or no blood lily, rather. I still think they need to do that. They need to backdate abilities so we can just use them even if they're in a weaker state. Whoa, look at that lag. Oh my god, dude. Uh-huh. Ooh, my connection to this server is a bit fruity today, isn't it? Doesn't seem that bad when I look at that, though. I mean, my inventory is already full of crap, guys. Thank you, though. Oh, man. Let's do trials. Are you ready for trials? Okay. Let's go! Oh, I didn't pick up my Wondrous Tales. I'm an idiot. Oh well. It won't be anything that I need. Question mark. Tsukiyomi, huh?
It's going to be a long night.
Diddly 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 diddly. Oh yeah, I have abilities this time, don't I? So jarring switching between the levels. Feels weird. Murder mummy? That's right. Pretty much.
Your end is near.
You can fix her. You can try. She'll probably step on you though, like she did to Gosetsu. I miss Gosetsu. Such a cool character. I hope they bring him back at some point in the story. I don't remember the last time I saw this in a trial roulette. Been a long time.
Your death will be all the sweeter.
Do. Personally feel that wanting to fix Yotsu is more sane than most people want to fix Athena. Yeah, Athena, I don't think there's any fixing that. Yeah. Just the sideways face. You can fix both? Doubt it. Temp, you can't even fix a car without endangering your own life. What makes you think you can fix Yotsu? This is going to be a bloodshed everywhere. It's entirely different? I don't know about that. All of the horror stories in the DMs you used to send me. Oh yeah, I nearly lost my hand today. It's like, what? Oh yeah, they lowered a jack onto my arm on a car. Oh, they did this today. Oh, I did this. How are you still okay? Very questionable line of work, let's put it that way. My fingers are fine, and I wasn't electrocuted that bad. The fact that you still think being electrocuted in the first place is entirely acceptable is quite worrying. Quite worrying. But, you know, whatever floats your boat, I suppose. Not a big fan of electrocution. It's weird. Feels weird. I remember trying to get into a horse field once to cross over a field to get somewhere quicker and putting my hand on one of those electrified post thingies. It's so hard to pull your hand off. Weird. Also makes you want to pee really badly for some reason. Could be just a me thing though, I don't know. Somebody didn't switch over. There we go. Be alive. You love this song? Me too. Traditionally, I think you're supposed to move from the last, like from the, just before the first one around with the stack. I don't remember though. Because otherwise we have to walk into like an AoE, I think. And that's never gonna happen. That's why I didn't go and stack on you. Oh, Rias is definitely dead. Ooh, that's not good. It's fine. Managed to get it off just in time. Just about. Bum, 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 bum. Not having Liturgy of the Bell as well, it feels weird. They should just lower the power of these things and give us to them earlier. Ideally, that would be cool. So much mana on reses. Easy mode. Your 8 stacks killed you. Why have you got 8 stacks? Are you going to go for the magical 9? Is that what you were trying to go for? Hey Lance, how you doing? Welcome on in. He was collecting them. Ah, a fellow stack collector. Yes. Oh man, I don't think the Alliance Raid Roulette's even going to work, is it? Should we give it one last go? If not, I'll just do like a light party instead. Boop. Oof. Yeah, I think Alliance Raid isn't going to happen. Friends. It's not going to happen, is it? Alright, well. I said withdraw game. Game. What? Excuse me? Oh no, it's Sword Art Online. I can no longer withdraw from an Alliance Raid. No. What's going on? I'm clicking... Oceanic Data Center, what have you done? What have I done? Oh, sending, receiving 0. Whoa, okay. That was a lot of red text. You know what? Oceanic is not as smooth as it was on Wednesday. Wow. All right. We're going to have to do some 4-player stuff. So who wants to do stuff and who doesn't want to do stuff? I'll just disband it and then poke my face. Or you could just leave. If people don't want to do like these roulettes, just say so. I'll let you decide, since you guys are being all nice and polite to each other. Hey, I see you cross region travel is on, but I cannot use. Do you folks know why? If you go to the character selection screen and subcommand if you're on controller, or right click with your mouse on your character, you'll see visit another data center. If you click that, you'll be able to choose the Oceanic data center, and then you can move your character there. It'll be put into a queue. You're happy to help? Okay. All right. Then we need one more person to be all polite, at least for this one, and then we can rotate people in for the other one, I suppose. I think we'll do leveling first or something like that. Something boring, and then we'll swap people around. It's difficult for me because I don't want to have to make the executive decision. But yeah, we'll whoever leaves, we'll put you in the next one instead. Okay, thank you, Morgana. I appreciate you. If we can't do this with 2 tanks though, so whoever. Oh. Now you see that's one too many. Okay. All right. Well, Morgana, you are the chosen one for this run. There you go. And then we'll swap people around afterwards. I wish we could do lower level stuff in more than 4 people, but sadly we cannot. You did, and it says that I cannot visit. Oh, really? Does it give a reason, Ramza, or? Because that's how it should work. I'm not aware of any other issues at the moment, but maybe there is one. Oh, Tamtara. What? I have 4 buttons that do something. Sort of. Oh, no Q2. Oof. Yeah, make sure you go to the character selection screen of the server you want to go to first, just so you have seen it, you have witnessed it. For some reason there was a bug, wasn't there, actually, now I think about it, where you had to click on the thing first and then go back. It's something I didn't see because I originally had a character on Oceanic when it launched as well, but yeah, like chat says, we can Just create a basic character there or something, and then you should be fine. Some weird limitation, I guess. Not really sure why, but... Do 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 do. I wish I had an AoE at this point. I really do. I guess I could like multi-dot the beetles, but they're not going to live long enough for me. This is why I think they should tone down stuff like Holy, make it just so that we have it at low level. All of the abilities need level sync, I think. That would make the new player experience, well, not the new player, but the returning player experience a lot more fun. I think. Maybe you disagree, I don't know. Do, 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 do. I remember the first time doing this place and loving it in comparison to the previous dungeons. Do, 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 do. The Greenwood Altar. Actually never knew it was called the Greenwood Altar. That's interesting. At least the dungeons are behaving slightly more than that normal raid, latency-wise. For now. Bum, 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 ba-da-dum, bum, bum. Bum, ba-da-dum, da-da-da-da-da. I mean, I suppose I could have mediced, but meh. Yeah, it just feels a bit weird, doesn't it? Without higher level stuff. It's the only thing that I dislike about doing older stuff is that you go back to stone and you don't have access to the things that you like using on your job. It's a minor thing at the end of the day, but it would make redoing older content more enjoyable, I think. If it was scaled properly and not too powerful. Which, I don't know if that would be doable, but... Well, the interaction delay. Well, that's something, isn't it? Bum 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 ba da dum bum bum. Do 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 do. Bum 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 ba ba bum. The only downside to doing it with a group that's full is that I can't give you any commendations, which is a real shame. But that's to prevent people from farming them from their friends, I guess. But I mean, you can still technically do that anyway, but you know. Just queue at the same time for something instead. bum ba ba bum 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 ba ba bum bum bum. Oh, temp. Ooh. Are you? I see you like a challenge. I wish I had Holy. I won't be able to AoE. This is fun. Imagine if you could AoE that entire pack. Cries. It's even worse though as Sage at this level. Open Sesame. If the server wants to recognize that I pressed it. There we go. Bum, 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 bum. Galvanth, the Dominator. One of the most annoying bosses to do on Saint, unless you one-shot him. Or was. Because of this interrupt mechanic that they've put in there. So irritating. Was that the tank LV? Why? I suppose it doesn't matter. It looks cool though. It does look cool. Do 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 do. Cool, that's that done. Let's get out of here. All right. Let's mix things up a bit so that we can keep things fair. Just gonna randomly invite a couple of people. Just gonna invite random people and they can always say yes or no. Oh my god, that's so bright. Jeez. Temp, come and tank this one. I want to see you tank it. And who else shall we choose? Let's steal Fran. Yeah. We haven't done a thing with Fran yet. Let's do a Fran thing. Boop. 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 Do 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 do. do 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 do. Him with his ultimate weapon. Unbelievable. Where's my ultimate weapon? Looks cool though. You switch Rias? Okay. Let's go! Hard mode, Brave Flux. I haven't done this in a while. Oh, I've got Holy. Oh. Oh, yeah. That's what we're talking about. And regen? Wow, I'm being spoiled. And Presence of Mind? And I could just Benediction you and keep casting Holy? Oh, yeah. Let's go. Way better. Already a much better experience. What's that? You want to cast something? Stun. Ba-da-bum, 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 bum, bum, bum. Do you remember when pre-hotting used to be a thing and tanks used to get very angry when you did it? And now it doesn't matter. Those were the days. Technically not the days, but still. I don't have a size. That's a bit sad, isn't it? We need to grab that key. Sorry, I did click on it. It's just the game said I didn't click on it. Can you sell on the market board as a visitor? I don't believe so, no. But you can purchase. Because you can't use your retainers on another data center. So you wouldn't be able to sell on it. But you can definitely buy from Oceanic. So technically that means you could sort of trade between all the regions now. Sort of. It worked nice. I'm glad you figured it out. I forgot that was even a boss. Oh, dark light gear. Yeah. Oh dear. Oh man. I like how you even used thingy as well. Temp just casually killing the group. You missed the pack, dude. You know that, right? Wait. Oh, you didn't miss a pack. Okay. You did nothing. I noticed. I noticed. Thank you, Lance. They randomly snipe people. Sure, they do. One of those random snipe mechanics, eh? That they probably do. I have no idea. You hate it here? Yeah, me too. Morgana says, Temp casually killing the group. It's like Savage all over again. Oof. Oof. Not again. Oh no, I've walked into all of the cerulean. Whatever will I do? Ow. Take half my health in damage, apparently. What the heck? I have no recollection of any of these fights. They just kind of keel over. Sorry, I can't stop jumping whilst we move. It's the unwritten law. You have to jump. It's a bit of a waste of a holy on 2 mobs, isn't it, really? Oh well. Why does everything have to have a key? The biggest server lag comes from actually interacting with keys. Oh, diminishing returns. Lesage. Oh, another key. Ah. Can I actually open the gate whilst you're doing that? Oh, I can. Oh. Oh. It's a bit of a crap dungeon, isn't it, really? Let's be honest. The music's good. Bosses are a bit... well... it's average. It rates probably 5 out of 10 for me. Probably lower. Best music here? It's good music, but... I like how the server just went, no, you didn't take that tether, actually, Temp. That's quite funny. Oh, I stood in one. Oh, we have to knock them back further. Oh, right. I thought... ow! Ow! Healers adjust to a tank, apparently. I love it. You're trying to save your team by facing the machine gun towards them. Hey. I like how you're using the emote. We need more bomb DPS. Bomb dips. Wait, what? Oh my goodness. Latency, please. still more fun than just doing it on EU, even with the latency. You can have one of those and you can have the other. I've decided it's your birthday. Healer casually passes tank tether to DPS. Have fun with that. An attempt was made. Failed attempt, but... Ooh, that's a spicy hole. You're in voice with Fran and she called you a knob. She loves it. Well, not... that sounds wrong. She knows what I mean. Can this guy die already with his ugly metal face? He just ran after Fran and killed her indiscriminately. What? What? Did you see that? It was like, where's Fran? Meow. Oh, she's going that way. Meow. Like a lawnmower. What was that? Oh, that's brilliant. The God Machine said no friends allowed. Unbelievable. Right. Temp, get out of my party. Been in 2 runs now. Go, get out. Be gone. Right, next, I choose to play a DPS. And I choose a cat. Yeah, that's punishment. And then who else hasn't been in a group? Is this one of the people that we know? Or should I just randomly invite people? I don't know. Who wants to join? Does anybody want to come DPS? Anybody? Who's this? They look cool. Don't forget Dior is here. Where's Dior? I'm literally staring at him. I am so sorry. It's not that you're invisible, it's that I have the inability to remember to look for a rabbit. Dior, yeah. Or Dior? Dior? You're happy to? Alright, we'll do that for the next one, Riz. Oh, my wrist just cracked. Yay. Cass just slapping him like... Dior declines the party invite. There you go, you see? You reminded me, but... You'll heal? Alright, Temp, you come and heal then. Temp healing? Is that a thing? It's only a level 90 dungeon. I think the reason Dior probably didn't want to do, or Dior didn't want to do the duties because of they did them yesterday. What was it? A Wednesday, and they said that the latency was disgusting. The feeling when Meoni ignores his viewers and fans. When did I ignore them? When did I ignore him? I'm trying to be nice and scholar best healer. You get out of this party with that right now. What? You've only done that to annoy me. I know you have. Temp. Do you have the scholar ultimate weapon? I forgot that we can't pull more than one. Oh no, we can. Why? I can't remember. When was the last time I did the Fell Court of Troya? A minute ago. Good music though. At least Summoner doesn't rely on many GCD casts. Like actual cast timers for the most part. We've got an itchy eye. There we go. Sent you a pic on your server. Awesome. I'll have to check it out. I usually check Discord after stream though, because if I open it on stream, sometimes we can accidentally like risk doxing things and stuff. So I'll check it out later for sure. I may have done a bad thing. I might have attacked a mob before you had it in position. Sorry. I feel bad. The cardinal sin being a bad DPS. Well, I'm a bad DPS anyway, but you know. You know, the weird thing is, you play healer for so long, I look at health bar and I try to heal mentally. Instead of just focusing on bosses. Pew pew! Sound effects. More sound effects. Yeah. Die, evil head floaty men? Question mark? Floaty light. Like Quavers. Do you remember the old Quavers advert? There was like floaty light. Out of context, that sounds very weird, but I just did a boo-boo. That's good. That's what I tried to do, I guess. Ah. Hi. Could be worse. You know, you gotta give Temp something to do, so he gets bored otherwise. Sorry, did I say Temp? I meant his fairy. Give his fairy something to do. You son of a biscuit. Oh, okay. I'll stay here. That's fine. Rip. Oh, no rip. Wow, I'm surprised. Vuln stacks, yay! I get to collect them. Like Temp does on a daily basis. I am the Temp now. Oh look, we finally have a boss. Shocking. I press button. Next. What more can he rescue me into? Any number of things, really. What does that look like? Oh, that's the cool chess piece. I remember that one. Now, if they made that dyeable, that would be sick for some glamour. Look at that. Oh. I mean, it's pretty good as it is. Hello, Garrick. How you doing? Welcome on in. How's things? We're doing some roulettes and general chilling out on Oceanic at the moment with server visit with my main character, so feel free to come say hi if you wanna. Boing, 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 boing. I like bouncing. Yeah. Oh dear. What was I doing? Oh yeah, trying to do damage. That was it. I forgot. Ooh, treasure chest. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, lots of lag upon looting said chest. Amazing. I keep seeing this void hole and wanting to jump through it, Cat. It feels like other people should be able to enter your hole. I mean... I'm just gonna stop talking. It's probably easier. It's true though, why can't we use Reaper's teleport thing? Like, they put a little hole on the floor, we should be able to slide in it and teleport with them. That'd be so useful. Like a demonic gateway type thing. That'd be awesome. That's what I meant to say. Ooh, piece of candy. What's this? Earrings, bet. Blah, 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 blah. Wah. Oh, there's the boss. Someone arrived in grid for you. That's very nondescript. No, I don't like looking away. Looking away is my least favorite activity. Especially with latency. Ooh. See, look, you had to move so early to avoid the latency there. Like, technically I should have got hit, but because the server tick was early, you moved before the actual mechanic goes off to actually catch it without getting hit. That's silly, isn't it? It's something we'd learned the other day when we were doing Titan, like the Savage Titan fight. You know, Eden. E4. Is that you had to move so early that you had to move before the mechanic even displayed that it was going to go off. Strange. So it means like sometimes it looks like you're walking into it. But that's 2000 ms, that's what that'll do when it spikes that high. So in theory you should be able to do that and then look away like that. But I'm not going to risk it. Never enter someone's portcullis without proper consent. Portcullis? Are we in medieval times? Probably. How can this be? How could you resist my gaze? Quite easily. Your face is horrible. Be dead now. Shoe legs. No, don't want those. Meh. Did I not win the chess piece? Wah. It's a nice chess piece though. You figured it was safer on Twitch than saying hole? You can say hole. I give you permission to say the word hole. Vinsurge or Vinesurge, thank you so much for the new sub, fresh sub. Welcome to the Whiskers. Enjoy your emotes. Thank you so much for your support on Twitch. I appreciate you. Hope you're enjoying our weird manic sort of chill out stream where we do very exciting things like roulettes. With the added bonus of having very high latency. It's good fun. Don't know why I haven't subbed before. Yeah, it's totally fine. Like I just appreciate you viewing. You don't have to sub or anything. Thank you though. Appreciate you. By the way, how have the ads been on Twitch today, by the way? Have they been as aggressive as usual? Because they should be a lot less. I did a thing. Less than it has been before? Nice. That's what we like to hear. I've tried my best. I entered into a new contract, so I was able to set it even lower than before. Now there's basically like no revenue from ads. But meh. I'd rather you have a better experience. We only have like, what, 10 viewers max some days, so doesn't matter, does it? It's better to just not have them. If I could turn them off, I would. You physically can't, though, sadly. But yeah. Are you looking to finish anything before 7.0? I had a bunch of things I wanted to finish, but I've kind of finished them. Like, I was trying to do the Pteranodon. I've done that. I tried to do the Splendorous tools. I've done those. Yeah, I was going to do the Mandeville weapons, but they bore me to death. Because tomestones being the only way to upgrade every stage is just... It's not my cup of tea. It's not fun. I'll wait till they go to Poetics. I can't be bothered. We were going to do a clear of the Savage tier, but our group broke apart, so that's not possible. Yeah, there's not really much left to do that I want to do. And most of the miniature goals that I had for, like, streaming as well have pretty much been done. Like, we did Eureka again from the start and helped new players a few weeks ago, and many of them are now rocking on an Osba mount, which is cool to see, and they've got multiple weapons and things, and some of them have been addicted to going back in there and doing even more weapons, so that's cool. It's a good feeling. No, I'll take the Vuln, it's fine. Temp can heal it. But yeah, for the most part, not much. Maybe a few more achievement points. One of the things I would like to get, for no particular reason, I want to do the tank mounts. I might set up one of the night and just do Delta Escape spam, and we'll stream it and just get a tank mount each night or something. Shouldn't take too long. So if anybody's up for that, just spamming Delta Escape repeatedly, infinitely for an entire night, and just getting a mount. Because I still have every tank's mount to get apart from Dark Knight. I've got all of those ones. But I'm quite far off on Warrior and Gunbreaker and the like, so... That's something to do. I mean, it's not like I want to do it before Dawn Trail, but it's something that we could do. It's something tedious that would be white noise for people to enjoy, and at the same point, if they wanted to take part, they could. So, plus, it's not really spoilery either. Trying to stay away from things that are story based as much as I can, where I can. Roulettes aside, of course. I think we're on less than that, Morgana. Nice hole. Your plan failed. You just placed me in an entirely, arguably better place to stand. Nah, you can take that on your own. Nah, you can have that. Yeah, you're fine. No one important died. How's your plan going, Temp? Oh, you think you're gonna get a res? Oh, well, I don't know about that, buddy. I don't know about that. I am the captain now. Oh, wait, I'm stood in an A. Wait. Ooh, ooh, oh, ooh, ooh. Just kill the boss. Let him watch. Oh, no, I was in it. No, server, no. The server killed me. An attempt was made. Unsync does count, yeah. It's like 51 to a minute or so a run. And then you just spam it. Not tonight. We'll set up a night for it. Still, my satisfaction is that Temp died to his own malice and mistreatment of his DPS. So... that was fun. I enjoyed that. Get out of my group, Temp. Get out. Go on. Get out of my group. I don't know. Let's get some other people in. Cat, do you wanna do expert? Or do you wanna take a break? Ugh. Where's Rias? Rias wanted to come back. There's Rias. Is that Rias? That's Rias, right? Cool looking character. Who are we looking at, friend? What be Guan? What's happening? Who this? Who's this? Looks like a Stinian. That's a cool character. This is you, right? The bunny, isn't it, Rias? Pretty sure. Oh. Oh god, I just invited somebody. I don't know who they are. Shh. Don't accept the invite. No, no. Did you want to come? You can come. I don't know who... Is it... I haven't just randomly invited someone. We've had them in a group before, I'm sure. I'm not very good at this, am I? So who did you want me to meet, Fran? I didn't see who it was that you wanted me to meet. I'm confused. I'm confuzzled. Who is it? Who is it? I don't know who it is. Kiet. Jit. Setless. It's a cool character. I like their glam. Oh, export roulette. Oh, pain. Oh, suffering. No one would just randomly stand about a capital Aetheryte. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, they don't meet requirements. Does everyone have expert? Rue unlocked? Oh, a level you can't do. Oh, okay. I think we've done the rest of them, right? We can't do main quest. Oh, I'm sorry, Rias. I forgot that you weren't 90. Guild test. We could do PvP. Do you want to do PvP, Rias? Do you want a PvP? For no particular reason. I mean, you get some EXP, right? You could level up, get some EXP. It's technically not a roulette, but also in the same thing. Look at levels. Yeah, I have. Okay, cool. They want to do it. All right, awesome. PvP! I want to be a Dragoon in PvP. It's more fun. Ooh. Oh, do you reckon there's... Oh, no, there's not going to be any PvP queues either, is there? If there's no Alliance raid queues... Oh, no. A mistake has been made. I'm just going to cheer at this person because Fran hasn't told me. Ah! What's that? Oh, wow. Shred that. Shred it. Yeah. Very good. I don't know what that was, but very good. You gotta bow after a performance like that. Frontline is also almost as much EXP as leveling, though. Yeah, it is pretty good, isn't it? But, we'll give it a few minutes, and if it doesn't... So anyway, is that being too harsh to temp? I don't know. Is it? Are you actually playing this temp? Be careful how you answer that. Yes. He types in Twitch chat at the same time. Press X to doubt. For goodness sake, Tim. Also, you've got one of your trouser legs missing. Did you have a battle with a hedge or something? Where is this leg gone? It's very asymmetric. Not only are you, never mind. No, I'm not going to finish that sentence. He's a controller player. Ah, I see. So he can... That's a lot of multitasking, isn't it? Typing in chat at the same time as using two hands on a controller. Wow. You'll switch back, Meoni? It's fine? Okay, if you want to switch back, then it means that I don't have to stare at this for 30 minutes. You go do that, and I'll invite your character, okay? Let me kick this one from the group. Oh, there you go. Yeah. And then poke me. Temp, it kind of sounds like, you know when you hoover a floor and you run over the carpet and it gets pulled in? It goes, whoo, like that. That's what it sounds like. That's my Rotten Tomatoes review of your violin playing. Temp's gonna be like, I'm going to leave this data center and go back home now. No, we appreciate you. Just not your violin playing. Oh, God, it's painful. Play Freebird. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy, let's get you in a group so I don't have to stand this for... Yeah, there we go. Oh boy. Alright, we're doing expert roulette, so let's... Oh no, we're not. We're doing PvP. Sorry, my brain cells have just fallen out. Oh no, we are doing expert roulette, aren't we? I don't know, whatever people don't want to play, I'll play. I'll play Sage if you like. I mean, it's a violin. A legally distinct Sailor Moon. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's that's definitely what they were playing. I can't tell. It all just sounds like a cat being put into a blender at the moment. One of my pieces of gear is broken. No. Sus. He's very sus. Temp is the king of sus. Why is it just my earring that's broken? Okay. I see how it is, game. Do like a bit of Sage now and again. Wait, I accidentally opened the fish guide there. Is that what Control Y does? Oh, I didn't know that. I meant to press Y, not Control Y. Whoops. I didn't know that was the fish thing. It's definitely not that on my other PC. Oh, cool. Fish guide. Must be default like that. God, this feels slow, doesn't it? When you're used to lower synced ones and then you come to this, it definitely feels just weird. It's a good feeling though, at least you have time to do like damage to it. Boing. I said boing. The server said no boing for you. Yeah, you whatever you want, whatever size you fancy. I will never judge anyone for the size of things they pull. So whatever you're comfortable with is what we go with. I'm not that sort of person. I'm happy either way. I'm just here for the journey. These mobs just have a lot of HP, don't they, really? That's all it is. Ba-ba-da-ba-bum, ba-ba-da-ba-bum, ba-ba-da-ba-bum. Bum, 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 ba-bum, bum, bum. This latency's interesting. There's the proc we were looking for. Bum 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 bum. Will it actually boing me this time? What? Boing? Sort of. It's the Delph. The Dark Elf. Bum ba-dum bum ba-dum ba-dum bum. Oh. No balls. I'm not paying attention. What's new? Oh, I don't know why I didn't just use that. It'd be easier. Oh, I'm getting a bit tired. To be fair. I think it's the lack of sleep, quite honestly. The Abyssal outburst. Pew pew. Next. The chests are still so laggy when you click them. It's bizarre, isn't it? Boing. Delayed boing. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Diddle-diddle-diddle. Diddle-diddle. Through space and time. How far can you walk here before it teleports you? That far, okay. Durante.
Hurry, Golbez! The city is already overrun.
This just reminds me of that dungeon from World of Warcraft. The what's it called? The city that's plagued and Arthas goes there to burn it down. Feels like that. Not sure if that was intentional or not, but it definitely feels like that.
King and country.
Yeah, Stratholme, yeah. At least a little bit. Like Durante being Arthas in this situation, I guess. Just the fact that the town's on fire and you're going through it and there's monsters everywhere. I think that's the only real similarities I can probably give, but it feels the same. It's weird. You know something I would like them to do again? Dungeon mounts? Yeah, the Alamigo mount is pretty unique in that regard, yeah. It's weird how they did that and then they didn't do any more past that point. I don't know why. Because World of Warcraft was full of mounts that you could get from dungeons, and that was another incentive for people to do even the older ones. So, it feels strange that there isn't that. And you would have said, well, they don't do that with dungeons, but Alamigo did. And that was a very weird situation. I don't know why they broke the mold there and never broke it again. It's something I'd love to ask Yoshi P when there's not more serious questions to ask. Because that's the sort of question I could ask, but people would hate me for asking, so... Maybe if I get a chance to send like a dozen questions, maybe that'd be cool. Just as one of the extras or something. It would be really cool if they brought some new incentives for content like that. Because I don't mind farming a dungeon for stuff. It could be part of the 50% more rewards in Dawn Trail. That's true. That is true. Maybe. Maybe they just didn't want to commit to making that many more mounts, you know what I mean? I think it's just probably switching up where mounts are from would be cool. More variation rather than just being the same set things each time. Dunno. Either way, more is better. You know, more is good. Any percentage, even if it was 1% more, would be, you know, better for people who collect things. And it's just a nice little extra, isn't it, to see, even if you don't collect them. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Boom, 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 ba-dum, boom, 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 ba-dum, boom, boom, boom. Oh, right, I didn't see the other one. I only looked one direction. That was, yeah, that was not good. I zoned out. Oh no, I zoned out again, even worse. There we go, that's better. I was thinking about what kind of rewards we could see. The only thing that I really want more of right now is deep dungeons. If it could do more than one in an expansion, I'd be really pleased. It's not like we need more than one. It would just be really cool if there was. You know what I mean? Oh, I forgot it was a wall. I thought it was no kill wall. Oops. It's not a kill wall, it's just a slight damage over time tick. Okay, that's not a slight damage over time, is it? Whoops. I might have done a whoopsie. I need to wake up. Oh, great. Sorry. This is what happens when you have like 2 hours sleep. It's doable, maybe, but... Nah. Sorry about that. We'll go again. To go. Right. Actually gonna watch the game properly this time with my eyes. At least we get to walk through this amazing area again. It is cool, actually. The town of Baron. Marlboro. We're still fighting the Marlboro. Right then, let's kick this guy's ass. Sorry about that. It's a bit of a wake-up call. Oh, I'll actually sit up straight as well. That's not a bad idea. I have a tendency to slouch and get complacent and then not do anything out of laziness. So back and there, so you want to be knocked into the mid. So back here. Oh, that's the wrong one. This'll do. That'll do. Oh god, I chose the worst possible path to start running as well. Let's make it harder for myself. Let's swim through 90% of the sand. So back or front, okay. I'll do. Oh, I pressed the wrong button and give you a stupidly large shield instead of a group. Whoops. Oh, come on, wake up, Meoni. What is wrong with you? So I need to be about here. Oh no, not the last two stone pillars. Whatever will we do? Boing, boing, boing. Oh, balls. I always panic with that mechanic. I actually don't remember the last time I saw all of the pillars go. Does that normally happen? Does that normally happen? Like, I can't remember. Could have sworn the pillars still existed.
That they command such terrible beasts
Dunno.
bodes ill. We've no time to lose. Such
I didn't realize they all despawned. It's cool. It's been a while though. I don't really do expert that much. Yeah, they always vanish when they fall, but like all of them? I've never seen all of the pillars go though. No? No, I don't think, I don't know. I don't remember.
For king and country.
Just don't remember. It's kind of cool that it does that, though. It fills me with confidence for, like, soloing it or something. If you, let's say you had, like, you wanted to do, like, a challenge as a warrior and do some solo stuff. Means that it gets infinitely easier as it goes on. That's cool. I like it when they design fights that you can do regardless. But there's no, like, end point. No hard end or whatever. It's cool. Ba-ba-da-ba, ba-ba-da-ba. Ooh, there we go. So tomorrow, on at least the Twitch side of things, I'll be starting up my first experience with Dragon's Dogma 2, which will be courtesy of the devs. So I'm looking forward to trying that game out. I've seen only bits and pieces of people's clips, like of fails and things. Apart from that, I've never played a Dragon's Dogma game before, so I'm sure that will be quite entertaining. So that'll be tomorrow, we give that a go. Probably not going to make like a full series of it or anything like that, just a bit of a play around. Just thought we'd have a go on stream. I used the character creator tool that they've got, which you can download before you even play the main game. And I created my character and Fran as a pawn, one of the NPCs. So we'll probably end up making more weird characters. I don't know anything else about that game other than that pawns exist. So can't wait to try it out and see what it's like. I hear good things from a lot of people. I also want to test this PC out on something, so it's a good option because I hear it runs quite badly optimized, but we'll see for ourselves. I don't trust review things anymore. I try things myself these days. It's like, because Cyberpunk, if you listen to everything that everybody said originally about Cyberpunk, you would have never bought the game. And I had absolutely no issues with that game on my PC back when that came out, my old PC. It was flawless. I had no issues. But yeah, I mean, it had issues for some people, but I had a really good time with that game. So did Fran, and she was on an even older setup. And my friend James, his friend Jason, he had an even older setup than that, and it was working fine. So I don't know. Sometimes you just have to give these games a go and see if they work, because that's the best thing about Steam games as well, is the 1 hour refund policy. So if you buy a game on Steam and you want to refund it, as long as you haven't played more than 1 hour of the game, you can refund. And in some special occasions, they even allow you to go beyond that as well, which is really, really neat. So you can try before you fully commit, which is pretty awesome. Alright, we got last boss time. Groovy.
I will fight you with all my strength. To fortify my blade.
I wasn't in that.
I need power, light or dark.
I mean, I guess I was in that, but I didn't feel like I was in that.
Such savagery ill
Bam,
suits you.
bam, bam, bam. Wow, that latency is brutal. Dude, no. I moved exactly how I should have, and I got punished for it. What? You wait, you go where the first one's, where the second set is, and then you move
Let's see how
to where the first set was. What the heck? Oh, dude, I don't know. I'm starting to see what Kat was talking about the other day. Some things are just like too dependent. How am I going to do this? Let's think. I'm going to need to find somewhere. Maybe just take one of the hits rather than try to move. Because when I move from one of them to the other, I get the hit from both. Because the latency's too high. Well, it's low at the minute, but it keeps spiking. This is a good test, though, to be fair. You move when you shouldn't have. Thing is, though, I've got to somehow time movements preemptively from when I would normally preempt them. So people watching this might be going, oh, well, he just stood in the AoEs. But if you watch closely, it's not like that. Let's see if I can do that then. Let's see if I can move either quicker. And if that doesn't work, I'll just deliberately take a hit in the face and hope for the best. Because if I get 2 hits in the face, it's death. I mean, I'd apologize more, but I don't think there's much I can apologize for there. Just gotta try and preempt. See, it looks low at the moment. 0 is not good. It's definitely a struggle bus, this one. Definitely. Mostly because of the latency. Alright, let's see if I can really overthink this. I don't think I would have had to, but I think I do. Alright, so there's old magic. The AoE goes out, yeah. He goes to the middle. He creates the 2 sets. Duplicitous battery. So there's the first one, and there's another one. So in theory, I can stand here and then move in. Oh, that time it worked because I moved slightly earlier. Okay. You have to kind of play to the latency rather than what you think you should do. Which is weird. Okay. So the first one's there, so this is the edge of that one. So we wait for the first to go off and then move. Here should be fine. Yeah. Okay. As long as I move instantly, I can just about clip it. Just about. Oh wait, yeah, they moved that way. This does not look safe. No. Whoopsie. It was the opposite corner. It's fine. Oh, right, yeah. That's the wrong button. This should be safe. Oh boy. Just about. Playing in advance is tricky. It's doable, but it's irritating. It's like we're doing Titan all over again. Oh man. Bum 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 ba da 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 dum bum ba da bum.
Let's see how you fare now.
Pew pew. We've nearly got it. It's fun though because it turns something that wouldn't normally be even remotely an issue for me into the biggest issue I've had in ages. Ooh, I stood in that. That's not good. That's a death, I think. Ooh, nearly. That cheeky heel. Be gone, Durante. There you go. Crisis over. Whew. But yeah, I can see what cat means now. It turns something that's normally not even a problem into distress. That was good. You all did really good. Considering what we had to put up with, that was, oh boy, really? That's just terrifying. Get rid of it. You had fun. I did as well. Thank you so much for the group. That is what we're going to do for today, though. I am absolutely tired, putting it politely. But I want to do more stuff. Next week, we'll try to do some more bits and pieces. Of course, on Wednesday, if you're interested, we'll be doing more mount and glam run stuff. I still have yet to see what people wanted to do, but I think most people said something about they wanted to do more Guibas. But of course, we need to mix in a bit of glamour as well into that, so maybe we'll put some other runs in. Because if you do the same thing for like 4 hours, it's brutal. So if we do like 2 hours of something and 2 hours of something else. So if you've got any suggestions, if you want to take part in this on Oceanic Data Center, feel free to join our Discord, pop in the Catterday Raid section, which is what we've called it, and give yourself the role. And then suggest doing something and we'll do it together. Absolutely. But thank you so much for watching tonight. It has been it's been an experience, as it always is. But yeah, I think after testing this somewhat extensively so far over the last few streams, it's more than acceptable. The latency is something that I don't know, people might complain about, including myself, but I think if we just sign a mental disclaimer that it exists the way it does, then I think that that's probably the healthier way of doing it, right? Realistically. So, yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to leave it there. And I'm going to go and get some sleep soon. So, much love. Enjoy the rest of your time zone. And I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye, everyone. Yeah, hopefully temp. Yeah, hopefully one day. And then we'll have a great time. Twitch folks, I'll find someone to raid in just a sec. YouTube, good night. Have a good one. Bye-bye. 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 Oh, dear.